Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, lucky for the viewers to be
So here
watching.
we are. We'll have live XG transcription.
Oh, we got the live XG. That's
Yeah,
difficult. We're gonna have
so-
to be faster than that.
Yeah, so we can cover our own backsides a bit, you know. But we have what? Chris is on the top of the board playing white. Victor, lower part of the board playing black.
Oh, there's the handshake.
Yeah, Chris is in the red shirt for y'all, those who don't know them. Victor on the right. So off and running.
Off and running.
Good match.
Yeah,
huh?
like you said, really long match. So, you want to be really steady. You can't just win the match in one roll. So you just go through each move methodically, do the best you can, play each point, each game one at a time. But yeah, they both want to get off to a good start. Feel comfortable. All right.
Look at that.
What's your play, Bill?
Victor already made an error.
Did he? What did he do?
001.
Oh, I see. Maybe that's just because the analysis is not on the on the full thing. Oh, because he slotted with 2-1. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's actually the best play though. Yeah, we need the full rollout analysis, but we'll try and give some insights and guide you through the games, and hopefully pick some plays before you can see any of the results. Yeah,
These are the computer that Aviv Ziva is using to transcribe. These computers we're using are very high-end gaming computers, so they're very fast.
Yeah, very fast. But look at that play already, double 2. He wasn't supposed to cover the 5 point. You're supposed to leave it slotted and make the 4, make the 11, or do something else to really try and contain that last back checker that hasn't escaped. But he just made the natural play, made the 5, very understandable. I think most people would play that. But really cool, third roll position already comes up with something interesting.
Nice roll by Chris.
Great roll from Chris. And he's thinking, should I push up to the 22 and try and escape that last back checker, or should I just make the 7 point? I think they both look good. Okay, I would probably have pushed out just to get the last man out, but 7 point is strong as well.
Yeah, and most players would play that.
Yeah, I think most people would
kind of
play
a
this.
natural.
Oh, I think we'll see a cube. Wow, insta cube. He cubed really fast.
No double, but thins.
Yeah, no, it should be fine. This is a pressure cube. He takes it.
Easy take.
Yeah,
so
easy take. There's not many threats. He's not threatening to hit him or make the 4 point. He's really just threatening to escape and run. I probably see him play 2 down here, or 4 down and
it's
2 up.
interesting. I think
2 up, 4 down.
perhaps, and the guys they strategize and theorize about how they're going to play and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris may have come with the idea. He's a bit of a dog against Victor. I'm going to play a bit more aggressively. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I think you want to take his chances. Whenever he feels like he's in a good spot, he's going to send the cube and try and make the most of these good moments. It's also quite difficult to send recubes in these big matches, 2-1 lovely. He's going to anchor and be really happy with that.
Okay.
Now the defense is fixed and he can focus all his attention on containing and priming Chris's last checker. So yeah, he'll definitely make the point with the 4. Points win prizes. And the ace, probably optional. It likes 11 to 10. That's a builder for the 4 point. That's nice. And I guess you're not
it
really...
dupes a 6-2 for
Yeah, dupes
hitting.
6-2. If you step up, you don't really want to step up to 23 because then you're under 3 builders as well, aren't
Correct.
you, for getting attacked? Yeah, I like... Then you get 5-2 as well, make the 8 point. That's kind of nice. 5-1. Okay, so you could make the ace point, but you'll probably see more of a containing play like the 8 or the 4 point. Sorry, the 9 point. And that's what we
I was
see
thinking
here.
maybe he makes the 4 and the 9. Huh?
Yeah, the 4 and the 9 looks really good. Sort of pure priming play.
He's gonna.
This is something you would look at, but you're not really stopping him from doing anything. And it's not very efficient to contain him this way. You can see he can just enter in the spaces. He's still 20 pips ahead. It's quite easy for him to get out. So he'll probably put it back and have a look at sort of a more priming option on cue. 9 looks good. 4 looks good. Yeah. Now you're just 2 points away from a 6 prime. Or 1.5, you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris's best number would be
And
6,
Chris
6
is
5.
offset by 2 from the front of that potential prime.
Right, yeah, he doesn't want to step up under all those checkers. Okay, so he's giving it a think. Maybe he will go for the ace. Maybe he feels like there's just too much going on. If Chris had builders, like an extra builder on the 6 or the 5, this would probably be the idea. Stop him making the 4 or stop him improving. But he's obviously... obviously thinking that he wants to stop him running and escaping, and this feels like a good way to do it by a tempo. Maybe
and
dances.
takes half a roll out of Chris's hand as well.
Yeah, exactly. It prevents him making the 8-point or running away completely. But Chris is really happy now, and you can see how difficult it is to contain that last back checker, having made the ace point, investing 2 checkers deep in the board. This is just 13-5, no other play. He would have liked that last roll.
You know, it's kind of interesting, and I made the point yesterday in one of the matches, and we saw a bit of this. Victor didn't spend all that much time on it, but these guys know they don't waste time on the inconsequential plays so much, but they know and are willing to invest the time when it's a critical play. Yeah,
definitely. You recognize the big moments where you should spend a bit more time, or something you're not so comfortable with, and you want to look at it a bit deeper. All right, no dice on checker here. Yeah. Are you getting used to that? I kind of like die on checker. So he would like a priming move, like 6-1, 4-1, 4-2. Doesn't get it. Does he have to hit now?
Stack again.
Maybe he has to hit now. Okay, played it quickly. That's a natural play, so can't blame him. I would have looked at hitting.
You know, he may have a wee bit of Gammon save hesitation as well.
I'm not sure. He's got the 2-point anchor, so it should be okay for Gammon. He's really focused to win the game. It's just to stop that last checker escaping. And he's got the ace point made, so he has this blitzing structure, which doesn't play very well. And Chris is just trying to escape. If he can just get that last back checker free into the race, then he'll be on his way home. So that's why you see him coming out here immediately. And then if Vic hits him, he's hitting outside, not making any innerboard points. It's kind of awkward. How does he play like 6-5 or 6-4? These hitting numbers are not that fun. 6-2 is a nice one. Probably see him play 8-6. Just for balance distribution. He does leave 4 numbers. 4-3, 5-2. Chris would prefer to roll 6-3, 6-4, 4-5. But this looks natural. He'll briefly consider splitting, but that doesn't really go anywhere you want it to.
Yeah, he didn't accomplish too much with the split.
No, you're happy with the anchor for now. You want to try and get some work done on this side and build some points. All right, see him considering it. Maybe he's thinking about slotting.
Yeah, very briefly to answer one gentleman's question there, the undefeated bracket final is tonight at 10 p.m. The actual final is Sunday.
Yeah.
So the winner will have the winner tonight will have a day off.
A day off, yeah.
While the second chance bracket is played out tomorrow.
Slugging it out in the second chance. But I like this new format of just having one final.
Yeah.
I think that's much better because it was a huge advantage before, wasn't it?
The winner, I think the winner of the undefeated bracket, I think gets a 5% cash bonus.
Yeah, I like that idea as well.
Yeah, and that's to compensate for that accomplishment. But then the winner of the second chance bracket they play a single match for the championship.
Yeah.
So it's almost double elim until the last match.
Yeah, really, really high stakes here. Well, I did go for the split. It's a bit big, but I like it. It's actually the DMP play. It looks like it wins the most games or similar number of games. The thing is now he's trying to do too many things. He wants to make the anchor, but he also wants to point on him, and he's got 3 blocks around. And you can see if Chris just rolled double 3 or something, he would have been in real trouble.
Real dire straits.
But it was a big play. He's got no fear in making these big moves. So yeah, he really wants double 2 now.
And certainly these guys, and it's kind of interesting. They want to play as well as they can. They want to, and the PR usually relates to the best play.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the objective is to win.
Of course. Yeah.
And so it's not a PR competition.
No, definitely not. You just do the best you can with the information you have to make a good decision. So we saw a good sequence there for Vic. He made the point, and Chris danced. He's just looking, but there's nothing here for the cube. He's way...
Yeah, I think he's got way off.
You see they're about even money, which is interesting. Vic winning a few more gammons. Yeah, 6-4 would be the nuts. Oh, dear. That's... What do they call that? Anti-joker?
Yes.
Is that the official term?
That's one name.
Makes you feel good about not cubing, though, doesn't it? Because you'd be passing the recube now. So he's wow. He's
Oh,
in
and
big
then he
trouble.
gets hit. So there's
he
the
gets
third checker back.
He's going to need a 4 or a 3-1 or double 2 to feel good, or any 2 actually. He'll feel better about it. But a 4 really would go a long way to saving the gammon. There you go.
Okay, so that probably saves him from disaster.
Yeah, but these positions, when you have a crunched inner board, your position is much, much weaker than you realize. You have no flexibility, no options, and no way to contain a hit checker, no way to do anything really, just to run and get into the race. And a lot of your numbers you'll find are going to be forced.
Yeah, it's over there.
So you can see if Vic rolls like 4-5, he has to break the anchor. He's forced to break the anchor. He really wants to roll a 6 and just escape that third inefficient checker back. Chris is looking at maybe giving him some numbers. Oh, he's just going to point on him.
It's almost, well, he can point on him, but then it almost serves as a trap play as well.
Yeah, well, I like that because you stop him escaping, so he's not moving the pips to save the gammon in the race. And he can still roll, look, 1-6 from here, 1-5. Oh, no, 1-5 doesn't play, but 1-6, 4-5. So that actually would have been much worse if he'd chosen the other play.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot, right? You make technically the play with the most value, the best play as the computer defines it. But you would have been better off making another play.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Yeah, so many great matches for you to go back and watch if you haven't caught them all. Lots of fantastic commentary. So you can see Chris has 80% here.
Yeah.
And he's got 10% gammons.
10% gammons on top of that.
So he's thinking about hanging back. He should hang back for something like 6-4, 6-5. Actually, he should hang back for like double 6 and double 4. Because these are the really, really big swing rolls. So yeah, just make the ace point, then you have a 5-point board. Then you have some real threats when you hit him. When he pops out, then you hit him. You win many more gammons.
He can't make it now, right?
No, but you slot it to make it.
Slot it to make it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. So play.
And that allows you to stay
ace
back the coverage. Yeah,
Right.
this you're going to get hit with 4-5, which you'd prefer not to be. And double 6 is much better for Vic this way. There you go. 4-5. So he makes some progress.
Makes some progress. It's probably.
So Chris would have hit him with a 5. So we see a different variation. Now he's going to stay back because you can clearly see that Vic won't be able to safety that block with numbers like 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, double 1, 3-2. Even 6s like 4-2 and 5-1. He's going to get a chance to pick up that third checker again, win more gammons. So I think this is pretty clear, this one. Yep. So he still wants double 6. Be able to take anything that doesn't leave a shot.
Yeah.
How does he play 4-5? Double 1. Maybe just
double
makes a
1.
5-point board.
Yeah, why
and then
not?
he's holding him, and he said, well, if you roll 2-1, 3-1, and I'm going to hit you. Wow, that's a great roll, actually.
Oh, tremendous.
He's got some strength back in the position. All right, let's see what Chris has got. Oh, got the 3-1.
There you go. He can't clear it.
We saw the sequence. That all happened because Chris came forward and didn't stay back. It's really interesting, the difference there. Wow, look at this play. Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
6-2 looks normal, just following the same
And it's
theme.
so illustrative of the intricacies of backgammon
Yeah,
and the vagaries of backgammon. It's just,
precisely. Yeah, here he's leaving 6-5, and there's no bad numbers, so I don't like this play because there's no bad 2-1, 3-1 like there would be the other way. And he doesn't duplicate the 6. The other way he was duplicating the 6. And he got more shots. So I understand why he did it. Like he would have got a shot on this number instead of being hit and being on the bar. That's a massive difference, isn't it? And now if he dances, Vic's going to have some time to jump out and get round kind of safely. So big swing here in the opening game.
Huge swing.
Again, he's taking a moment to think, but he's not really considering this
yet. But
no, he needs
he's
to get out.
he's certainly going to be looking for that first opportunity to ship it back.
Yeah, you can see he needs a bit more of an improvement.
Yeah, but this is constructive. I mean, he decides here, but he's also, in doing so, kind of evaluating when I can do that.
Exactly. Right, you want to evaluate the position and say, well, what do I need? I need like one more. Oh, that's one of the worst. Crunches the board. So again, not going to be seeing a re-cue for a while. No, really, really bad number. Chris can now enter with 5s as well. He'll keep that checker going. And now he's forced off with all the 6s and some of the 5s. Well, just 4-5 and 6-5 counts. We mentioned that.
Yeah.
So big swing again. Oh, we like that one. Doesn't have to move. Okay, so we'll see Chris make the ace probably with a 5. Stay out there. That's a bit awkward. Could he clear the 7 and make the ace? Kind of like that play. Gives 3-5 as well. 7-1, 7-5. Is that cheeky? Nope. That's what we got to try and do, Bill. We got to try and get our plays in before it comes up.
Yeah. And it likes your 7-1-7-5.
Yeah, it looks really the right way to go.
What's even enhances the trapping potential.
Right. Yeah, you make the 5-point board. Look at numbers like even 3-4. Oh, the 4s are forced as well.
4s are forced.
5s
are forced. 6s are forced.
Oh, horrible, some of these
It's
numbers.
Ultimate trap play.
Yeah, no, it's very good. Usually more confident making trap plays against weaker boards, like crunch boards, like 3-point boards, 2-point boards. You can play anything you like. But even here against this 4-point board, he's got the perfect setup with the straggler, with the one-man back. Some people call him the goalkeeper. Now he's just going to have to play it
to go to the 9.
Yeah, he's just going to have to do that. Otherwise, he'd leave a shot, and you don't want to get hit. So still takes full advantage of all the numbers that break from the anchor, but you can see that this way he's not going to pick up both checkers.
Correct. Unless it was a 4-1.
Unless it's a 4-1, right. Yeah, 4-1 is the anti-nuts. But that's the beauty of the trap players that you can close out 2 checkers and get a real chance of winning the gammon.
Right. And Chris would like a small number, perhaps. Well, you can go to the ace.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay.
Bit awkward, but it's fine. It's pretty forced. I mean, yep. So Vic praying for that double 4, double 3, double 6. Double 6 would make a really interesting race.
Yeah, because even with this, Chris is what? Well, it's even? What is it?
3-5.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, you can't just look at the raw pip count in these high wastage positions.
Yeah. Rebello did not come to Monaco this year to answer one gentleman's question.
Oh, I see you're picking up on the chat. Oh, again, he doesn't have to move. Yeah.
2 in a row that he couldn't move.
Beautiful to see all these great people. Hi Amir, hi Reese, hi Jeff, Tapio.
Well, I figured today
Great to
we'd
see you all
have a nice British audience with Chris playing, so I thought a British Grandmaster commentator would be appropriate.
Oh, he's jumped out. Yeah, well, I'll be playing for the UK with Chris in the team at Skopje at the end of next month. It's got kind of the World Cup, where all the countries face off against each other. That should be very exciting.
Now, I presume you're on the team.
I think I made the team, yeah. I have to double check, but they'll have me. A really fun event.
It is. You know, we streamed the Trier event 2 years ago. And that was incredible tournament, incredible venue.
Yeah.
And
fantastic. So they'll both be happy, I think, with this first result. I mean, once Vic crunched the board, he was, in real gammon danger. But then Chris could have lost when he was on the bar against the 5-point board.
Right.
As we saw, all he needed is to jump one checker out, and he probably would have had a recube after another dance, or it would have been really close. But this race is pretty much over. Oh, he has 10%.
So it's kind of interesting, though. I mean, I agree with you. Both will be relatively happy with the result.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of sets it up, shows what a long, brutal match this is going to be, because they've been playing, I don't know how much, what is it, 20 minutes probably on this one game.
Yeah.
Right? And
takes a lot out of you.
Takes a lot out of you. And they've, I think Chris has used 4 minutes, Victor about 5 minutes. So,
but as you said to start, they're seasoned pros. They're very used to playing long hours.
Yeah.
But nothing quite matches the intensity and the pressure of these big matches. It's very difficult to prepare yourself for.
Yeah, you have to, going in, there's going to be ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. And there's going to be moments of elation and moments of dejection, and you just have to condition yourself. That's the way it is.
Yeah, completely. Just have to look forward to see how the story will unfold.
Yeah, USA is still asleep. USA can boss the chat.
Oh, good to see Gaz in the chat as well. Hi, Julia, Simon, CJ. Oh, I'm sure Cess will be rooting hard.
The sound. Apparently.
Oh,
Tara, if you're listening,
is it for the other stream? Or?
we need some. Apparently, the speaker turned on or up in the viewing area.
Hope everyone at home can hear us okay.
Yeah, she heard it.
Cool, we'll get it sorted. All right. So 6-1 makes the point. Double six forced, pretty much, unless you want to leave a shot on the midpoint. So he makes the 2 point. Does he come down with 2? Yep. It's normally what you do. You don't want to split against an inefficient priming structure, like an attacking structure like Chris has with the 2 point. You just efficiently prime your opponent and you'll win. So he wants to split and come down. But he'll think about slotting. Maybe he wants to play 6-5 as well. Yeah, 6-5 is best. To unstack the 6, try and improve that structure. Splitting with a 1.
We need a co-commentator for Justin.
Okay.
Oh, I hope Phil's okay.
Yeah. Wonder if.
Mark, you want to do it? You'd be great with Justin. Yeah. Mark would do it. Mark, you should. You got a great voice. Malcolm would do it. On here?
Okay.
Oh, you can hear this.
We're trying
Okay,
to make
do
some
people hear this?
technical adjustments here. So.
Can you hear it now?
Okay.
There's always some technical difficulties going around if it's a flight.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get it fixed. All right, so he made the advanced anchor. Happy days. Advanced anchors are awesome. Is my little thing to remember. So he makes the 5 prime. And I think we saw him consider the cube there before that roll, so he's definitely going to be cubing now. And he's 2-0 down as well. He will slot the 4 point, I think, unstack. He'll think about stepping up, but you don't want to step into all these checkers and all this potential attack. You want to just let him roll an awkward number. But he's going to double. I'm very confident about that. And I think he probably is going to pass, even though he should take. So there's my prediction. There's the cube. That's
There's
half
the
of it.
cube,
It's
so let's see
50%
what
right.
happens.
Let's see if we get the parlay.
Now you were trying to double take, yeah? So you were trying to
Oh,
get your prediction in before the.
I always want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to be led. I actually like what Michelle said. It's maybe better viewing to watch without the XG feed, but we love to know the answer as well. So
and yeah, there's
it says it's a
everybody
raise.
has an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. It's all good fun. Just here, trying to enjoy the moment. This says it's a razor thin take. Yeah, he passes. I don't like this position. And as he stepped up, the position is even worse. If he'd stayed back and slotted the 4, it would have been a much bigger take. But you can see how uncomfortable that is. So 2-1. But got a game each.
Yeah, both have broken the ice. So.
They've broken the ice. All right. You don't want to be yet to score. That's not a good score to be at. So it's nice to get on the board. So he continues to slot with 2-1.
Eddie Towell, hello. Joe Urso's in the house. Jonathan Hardegree, and a number of your Brits.
Yeah, well, they're all awake, aren't they?
Got a big audience following their countryman Chris here.
Yeah, I can imagine big support for Chris from the UK, and big support for Victor as well from from the States. Sure, both of them had many fans around the world.
As far as congratulating your observation on.
Bakar knows a thing or two. He's a special
Great
guy.
player.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his, and he won the Montenegro event not too long ago. He's always playing great. But that's really helpful if you can add little things like that in the chat for other people watching. I'm sure that would be appreciated. So he makes the point. We like making points. Make some structure. You want to increase the assault course, the obstacle course, which your opponent has to pass through in order to get home safely. So the more we can complicate that journey...
It's interesting, and we can observe here. I know Victor well. I've known him for a long time. See him play a lot, commentate on a lot of his matches. But seemingly in the last 6 months, 9 months, he's got got into the habit of shaking and
Yeah, it does.
and I don't recall that he used to be that way. Now he's just he'll burn his entire delay shaking.
Yeah, well, he's obviously found his inner peace of waiting for the moment that's called upon to release the dice.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own quirky style, and
Well, it's like I always tease him, and I think this is Steve Sachs is like that. He's left-handed. He's shaking up, and it's like he
kind of drops them, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's got to hear the right sound or something. You know?
he's waiting for the right. Yeah.
So
okay, so it's actually close making the 2 point, but I think the 7 point looks really natural. Then you've got this beautifully efficient priming structure. Okay, you leave the 2, but he needs 4-2, 5-2, 6-2 to make points on the other side. 6-5 makes the 3 point. And now he's in great shape to cover and equalize. Actually has a slightly better structure once he's equalized, but he's not on roll. That's fantastic.
that's nice.
You
Now
definitely
he's gonna
advance
step up.
the anchor, yeah.
Yeah, step up with the anchor.
That's the biggest improvement you can make in the position generally is to improve the anchor or the back checkers. And here he's done that. So Vic really needs to split if he can. Put pressure on the blot at the back and get out of this priming structure. Chris might feel like he has something here.
I was surprised Victor went 8-6 there.
I think
I
he-
thought he would have dropped to the 11.
Yeah, interesting. Just didn't want to leave the extra numbers. But I
Right.
think Chris might, yeah, there you go. He has got something here. Got some threats like 5-3, make the 5 point, any 5. And Vic's kind of stuck in the corner. It's really risky for him to split and try and get into this race. So I think we'll see Chris send
But
the
it's
cube
actually
here.
a big take. Again, we'll cheat and look at XG.
Oh, he let
but
this one
it's,
slide. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be a take because nothing's
It's
really
gotta be a
happened
take.
yet. I mean, you know, look at his front position. He's
A
got
lot of
this.
potential, but it's
Right, nothing's
not yet
happened.
realized.
Right, nothing's really happened yet. Oh, he did send it. Thought he was
Okay.
rolling. Okay, yeah,
Victor snaps it.
snap it up.
Of course, he had time to contemplate that while Chris was contemplating sending it. So.
Yeah. So I think you should just play clean here. Make the 10 play 8-7. Good, we got another one in just in time. Wow, they're fast on the transcription.
I don't know, Eddie. Phil was actually going to be on commentary stream 2 this morning or early afternoon, and he started that, but apparently he was feeling ill, and I don't think it's anything serious, but just asked to get someone else to
Yeah.
fill that slot. So
I put Mark Dixon on the spot a bit there, like,
Mark
but he's
did.
gone over. I think
a
he's
good
got such a
voice.
fantastic voice for commentary, and he
Justin-
loves it.
And I think him and
Yeah.
Justin will have a fair amount of chemistry there. So
Yeah, I agree. They're both very enthusiastic. So we saw what we predicted, which he was going to split or try and run, get out of that primary structure as fast as possible. So with the 4-6, he went immediately. Now Chris is thinking, right, how do I keep this last back checker in? And the best way is to come down with 2 checkers, you can see. Then you get 4 builders to make the 5 point and make a solid 5 prime.
consecutive 4-5.
But this is, yeah, this is not the right approach. This is kind of a panic. It's kind of saying like, oh, you'll dance and maybe I can hit the other checker. But he's given up all that priming potential. And yeah, he's lost a step there. So he won't be too happy with that play. It seemed very natural just to break the midpoint. I think people have a thing for hanging on to the midpoint a bit too long. You know, you want to activate these checkers, get them into valuable positions.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people, and I'm as guilty as any, we get conditioned early on that, you know, don't give up the midpoint, don't give up the midpoint. And like you say, sometimes we sit on it too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of those rules of thumb that people kind of take too far. All right. So he's already thinking about the recube. Again, I like his habit of just stopping, using some time, evaluating the position. Where am I at? What are the good numbers? What's going to happen? You know, am I
And that's
threatening
one
to
thing
improve?
I've always taken to heart. Kit Woolsey has said at some point in time that, you know, every roll is another opportunity to double.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
At
Well,
least,
Kit's brilliant. Yeah.
yeah. So here you are.
But there is nothing really happening here. Even if he rolls 4-5 and hits that second checker, okay, that's great. But he might just come in and it's still quite a long way home. Well, it's probably not true. 4-5 is actually really good, isn't it? It's like the nuts. But he still has to escape that back checker. And Chris has an anchor.
Well, your
So-
people rolling in, Roland Herrera.
Yeah, no market
David
losers.
Starkson. Okay.
Okay, yeah, simple play. Just play safe. Don't leave anything. Focus on escaping the last back man. You're up 22 pips in the race. All you have to do is get that last back checker safely with the other guys, and you'll be on your way home. 4-5. Out or slot? I think he's just going to come out. Does duplicate the 4.
Nothing safe either way.
Nice to duplicate the 4, and that third checker back is very inefficient sitting on the anchor. So, and you're pressurizing the blot as well, actually.
Right.
So if he rolls something like 6-4 and wants to run, well, he can't now. So yeah, good play. So any 2 will hit, I think. Oh, that's not great. Makes the ace. Yeah.
Makes the ace and reinforces the ace.
Yeah, that's why it's awkward, because he could just... The natural play would be to break the midpoint and then play 1 to the ace. But, wow, he quickly recognizes that he wants the midpoint because he wants the contact on the blot. That was a really good play, because it's horrible to play a third checker to the ace point like this. But if this forces Chris to clean up the blot and keeps the outfield control...
Now he's going, what, 11 and 4, perhaps?
Maybe he just slots. Yep. I mean, that's the way to get it done, isn't it? I mean, you just put it there. A 4 is kind of good for him anyway. How is this going to help you contain the guy? You know, you're 40 pips down. You need to do something. You've got the anchor, and he's got a dead checker on the ace point.
Uh-oh.
Well, now he's going to feel more confident about containing him, because he could jump out now with 6-5 or something from the back and really have full outfield control.
Victor's,
he would love a 6-2.
Seen enough of those 5s.
Yeah, he's rolled a couple of those, hasn't he? Not great. All right. So still just... How many builders can I get for the 5 point? If you came down with both checkers, you get another builder. So he should have pushed there a bit more. Played that a bit fast, actually. He was only leaving, what, 2 numbers? So yeah, I would have looked... Oh, another awkward 5, but he's got everybody home. Yeah, Chris wants to see a 4-2, double 2. If you can just fill in that 5 point, then he's...
Everybody's home, but the remaining son is in a foreign country.
Would you jump out from the back with both of them here?
Certainly a consideration, huh?
Yeah, I would, because you just want to cover, like 4-6 is one of his best numbers, right? And you cover this 14 point tremendously.
A few more.
Wow, another double 5.
Another double 5. But gives him even more containment.
Right. But now that Victor's board just there after that double 5 is weak and crunched, Chris is really free to sort of do whatever he likes to try and contain this checker. But we'll probably see him make the best coverage play.
12 and 14 maybe, huh?
Yeah, 12 and 15. Oh, just this is a builder for the 5 point. Yeah, 12 isn't a builder for the 5 point, so that makes sense. Yeah, he makes the natural play of the coverage, but you actually want the pressure because he's going to step up with a 4. So you want another man aimed at the 5 point. And actually, if you get hit, it's not that bad because you just come back in now. There's no threats. Wow, that's terrible. Yeah. So now he can actually slot. He can slot the 5. He can slot the 8. He can do anything.
Do anything now.
He might even think about hitting, but that wouldn't be the right approach. So I would just slot the 5 point. Is that terrible?
No, he's not going to be too thrilled with hitting you.
No, I don't think so. I think you just do that and you just try and make it. Yep. Just force your way into the good position as there's no risk. Actually, getting hit is a good thing. That's what you said.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so he didn't go for it, but it's understandable. Just being a bit shy. But you've really got to recognize the inefficiencies, the weaknesses in your opponent's position, and exploit them fully. However horrible that sounds.
Well, it's exactly right. I mean, you have to seize the opportunity when it's presented to you.
Yeah.
I mean, backgammon's a game of thin margins.
Yeah, really thin margins. And it's all about moments, about recognizing, oh, I can get away with something here. I can do what I want to do here. Or maybe I can't do anything I want to do because my opponent's position is so strong.
Yeah, and it's so obvious here. I mean, it's important to be looking at both sides of the board at all times. Now, in this case, Victor's
complete
side of the board is nothing much to look at. But
every checker has a value contribution to the position. Look at this play. So cool. You break the 9 point to get another builder. Come on. You can see this one, Chris. Yeah, it's just unnatural. It feels weird to leave all the blots, but you get... Is that 5 builders you would have got for the 5 point? And again, you get lots of return hits.
Absolutely correct, too. So.
Yeah, so that was another one. You can see the points 6 apart on the 3 point to the 9 point. They don't work well together.
He has to move up. And
yeah, he's happy to roll a 4 now.
Open season.
Yeah.
For attack by Chris.
Of course, he'll hit with everything. But you see, he would have made the 5 point.
Exactly.
Potentially. All right, so big roll coming up. Where does he play the 5? To the 7? Yeah, then he doesn't have to break the 7 to make it. Keeps the prime. That makes sense. I like that. And you get the 6 to cover as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll play that. No.
No.
Bit shy.
Just
All right,
doesn't
maybe he's
want to-
thinking
doesn't
about
want the
6-5.
double hit. you
Yeah,
know?
he's thinking about 6-5, but... All right, we'll see. So even a 2 here is good, right? Because then he's threatening to jump out. Yeah, that's a dance, or a fan, or a timeout.
Whatever.
Oh, the 1 is really good. Because a 2, then you'd have to break the 7.
Okay, now
Yeah, you can
play
play...
to the 3.
Right, this point is not doing nothing in the structure now. And now he needs a 2 to be at the edge of the prime. Alright. So we'll see Chris try and make the 6 prime. That's not going to do it, but he'll slot the back.
Go to the,
Oh, he might just go to the 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's better. Good spot. Then he doesn't have to leave any shots. Nice safe builder. And he still gets a shot on 2-6, which is the Joker. Yeah, lots of people supporting the
Okay.
players. Okay, that's the natural progression of this position, right? So now can he roll it forward? Yeah, he plays this 1, so he keeps the board. So it's normally an awkward double 5. I was going to say normally it's an awkward double 5, double 4 in these positions. They're awkward. They still leave you in really good shape, but you give something like now any 1, especially the 1-6. Wow, it's amazing how often that happens.
It's, you know, and it's funny.
Ooh, the roll! It was rolling, wasn't it? The 6 was down.
You know, it happens so often, and of course, it's
Yeah.
rigged online.
It's
right?
rigged.
But
Oh, life is rigged,
but
Bill.
it-
You know. You know. I think you told me this. All right, so he has to leave it again. Horrible 6-3. So now a 1 is actually really big. Okay, and now he can leave a
Nice.
double shot on something like 6-5,
Yeah,
6-4.
yeah.
Actually, no, not 6-4. Sorry, but 6-5. All right, that's perfect.
Okay, so you can clean it up.
Oh, he takes one off. That's aggressive. I like it. I like it. I would take one off. The thing about the crunch board is just you can't really affect your winning chances. You're just going to win so many games anyway. So you change the gammons, you win more gammons.
Right.
And that makes the equation more valuable, the total value higher. All right. So 1 off and men to the ace point.
All to
Keep
the
a
ace.
5-point board.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
you're not going to gammon him.
Oh, look at this. Nice computer play. It takes 3 off.
All.
Oh, I actually really like that play. Because he can't stay with 2-5,
he has
2-6.
no board.
Yeah, right. He can't hit you. You can't win. You just push. It's kind of what I was saying. There's no risk. You just take him off. Let's see if he goes for it. I think he'll find this one, actually. Yep. There you go. Oh, I like predicting what they're going to do when they do it. Great play by Chris. It's really good. And he got the 2-3. So now he has some gammon chances, right?
Exactly.
Even like 2-1 or double 1. 6-2. Can't be too creative here. Yeah, and Vic won't be feeling great. I mean, he's had 2 games where he's rolled all these double 5s. He's crunched his board. He hasn't really had a chance.
And he's playing superbly and little to show.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're both settling into the match well. These early stages, early doors.
And by this stage of the week, I mean, they've got 6-8 matches behind them.
Wow.
It's,
Yeah.
you know, they've been there. It's not going to...
It's a lot of
and
backgammon.
doubtless they've been trailing at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
Doubtlessly they've led and lost the lead. So, I mean, you just can't... it's early in the match. You can't get too excited one way or the other. Just
You should never really get excited one way or the other until the end because you don't know.
it out, you know?
Right, you don't know how the story will unfold and what it's all going to mean. But if they lose this match, it's such a big loss. You're not in the final of the undefeated, and you go way
and
back.
I was talking to someone. This is huge, and then the match tonight is incredible equity swing.
Yeah.
Right. If you win, you're in the final.
The
If you
final
lose,
guaranteed.
You're gonna play like 4 or 5 more matches.
Yeah.
I mean, the equity swing is just mind blowing.
Right. Yeah, you're halfway to be world champion if you win that one. You get the money locked up. Happy days, and you get the day off, like you
And
said.
you get the day off. Go to
It's
the
almost like
go spend the day on the beach or something.
yeah. So 4-1. All right, good hit with the 5. It's optional. Now that he's leading, he doesn't actually have to hit on the ace. But it's the standard play to break the connection. stop someone developing, improving with a 6. He's got some bad 6s from the bar now, like 4, 4, 6, 5, 6. You can see 3, 6, 2, 3. Good play. Make a point. Turn a liability into an asset. Always a reasonable decision. This hits and covers. That's lovely. Just what I was saying. Like you want to turn liabilities into assets. So usually when you have a blot on the ace point, you want to cover it straight away.
Yeah.
And this hits and covers and leaves the man outside. So that's going to be, you know, really powerful because he's going to come in from the bar. He's still going to have the blot outside. He might dance. So I think we'll see him make the right play here. It looks
Well,
natural,
it's interesting to me. I mean, I've seen Chris make some superlative great plays, but then maybe a few questionable plays too. He's not playing a...
Yeah.
It's early on. He's not playing a superb PR. He'll work it down, but it's...
We're all human. The game is really difficult. You know,
Yeah.
we have these moments.
Like I say, he's made some brilliant plays that I didn't even envision, but then he's staggered a couple of times as well. You know?
Yeah, the consistency, I think, is something that people struggle with.
And that's one thing Victor, more so than most.
Yeah.
He's so consistent.
Right.
I mean, you look at, Mochi, Michi, Victor, Sander, yourself, people like that, they play so consistently. Others are capable of playing at that number, but they don't do it with the consistency.
Yeah, very true. And we actually saw the sequence that I kind of predicted. Well, it was good about hitting and covering. He danced, and he got the chance to pick up the second checker. He did pick it up, and now you can see he's making real progress. Vic would love a 5 here, just to settle everything down, get out of this blitz that's being created. Boom,
5.
and he gets the 5 too.
But
You see, he doesn't immediately hit because he knows how valuable. No, I don't think he's going to hit because he sees how valuable the anchor is. Okay, he does hit.
He is.
I think you might put it back though.
He's,
I mean,
you're
you're so happy.
siren of the dice. He gets the anchor that he wants, but he immediately gives it up.
Yeah, you're praying for this anchor. But you can see if you just make the anchor and come down, you've got a really good chance at priming and containing these 2 back checkers. And as you own the advanced anchor, you're in the race safely with you're under no threat. The defense is fixed. Now, if you just focus on the other side, you're going to be in much better chance, and you're not going to lose gammon.
And I think
so. You can see that hitting wins slightly more games, but it's almost the same. But hitting loses almost 10% more gammons, and that's why it's falling to second place. So if we were just trying to win the game, this would be the best play. And you'll often see players make the play that wins the most games, but they don't realize how much the gammons are at stake or influencing the position. Sorry, impacting the position. And here you can see he's right under pressure again to perform. Let's see what you can find. Yeah, happy with that 5.
Yeah.
But you called it. He's shaking right down to the end of the delay.
He does. It's incredible. And it seems like the more
Hits back.
intense the position is,
Yeah.
or
Oh,
the
he's just
situation is, he
calmly
shakes that much
waiting.
more,
Okay. Well, he seems to be doing very well. I might adopt this shaking. You could lull your opponent to sleep and maybe hypnotize them a little bit. Oh dear.
It's like a number of years ago, I won the Michigan Masters jackpot, which is a big deal in the
Yeah,
States.
well done.
And the guy I'm playing, he almost ran out of time, and he was talking later about he didn't understand. And he said, "I'm a fast player." I said, "Yeah, you're a fast player, but you're the slowest shaker on earth." I mean, he'd go through his delay for a 17-point match or something, you lose a second or two bank every move.
Every move, yeah.
It adds up.
That's funny. So we saw Chris, he was thinking about cubing, but he had 4 checkers back, so not enough. Still a bit of work to do. He hits loose, and now he's going to be thinking about it even more, threatening to make the 5. But he is leading 4-1. Okay, they're stopping for the transcriber.
Okay.
Again, I think that's a negative. I don't think the player should be affected or distracted by the transcriber. Maybe better in these high stakes matches not to have that. I don't
disagree.
I wouldn't be very happy to keep getting stops in this particular match. I would probably ask very politely if they would just scooch out of the room and leave me in peace. But I understand it's great for the viewers, and
yeah, the viewers just love it.
Yeah, so they're just catching up.
And really, a number of the players.
Oh, he's got the position wrong because he doesn't have 2 on the bar. So this is going to take a second.
Okay, it's going to take a second.
Yeah.
There's a blender. Jason Dortle is in the house. Now, I give him credit, and I believe obviously missed a roll here or something, but He's one excellent transcriber.
Oh yeah,
he's done
it's so difficult to do
very
it.
well through the week.
Yeah, he's really got the position wrong. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna grab another glass of water. Would you like something?
No, I'm fine. Thank
Okay,
you, Sebastian.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yes.
You good? Yeah.
We can.
Yeah, it's interesting. I invited Sebastian to join me today because I thought it appropriate with Chris in the match with Victor that we have a British perspective, British co-commentator to the match, and it's worked out supremely. So very happy with that.
Alrighty, how are we getting on?
No, they haven't figured it out yet.
They're gonna have to go back in time.
Yeah, this is a.
I think he missed a roll, or he missed a couple of rolls. Maybe he missed a sequence. Wow, he's gone really far back. Oh, I like all these comments in the chat.
Yeah, it's always, I find it so. It
Cube.
interests me for one,
Yeah.
and it does. You can kind of include the viewers.
Yeah, it's
More
brilliant.
of an interactive sort of thing, and I think it people love it.
Yeah, fantastic.
And if occasionally people will ask questions or whatever, and we can respond to them, they like that feedback and hear their name or whatever.
Make 5, then send it. Yeah, Jeff, I think that's the right approach at the score. But for money, I think he would have been doubling. Maybe not, actually. I mean, he still has 4 men back. Yeah, it's probably a little thin.
Yeah, at some point they may have to just
Give up the XG
give
and
up
carry on.
this game and pick it up on the
Yeah.
next game, and then
I'm not against getting rid of the XG. I don't think we really need it, but I understand. He's just going to edit the position and just go from there. So sorry for the slight delay and pause for everybody waiting. I can assure you it's much more frustrating for the players sitting there who just want to get on with things, and they also want to forget that they're being streamed and that the world is watching every play they make.
well, and that's the thing. I mean, and these guys are seasoned veterans and so forth. And,
Yeah.
you get to the point you don't mind being streamed. You
No.
don't even think about the camera or anything else. But
No.
this sort of thing is
This is a little different, isn't it?
distracting.
Yeah.
Chris roll. I played 2.
And usually you're just being streamed in some quiet corner somewhere. You don't have, desks set up for commentary with microphones and the whole professional production that you guys have got running here.
Okay, I got it started.
We
I was
got-
going to say I might have Arda going there.
Yeah, we got somewhere. So he rolls. So he makes the 5 and finds a 3, which is down. Nice play, duplicating all the 1s. Not a natural 3. I think he'll play 24-21. That seems like a more. There you
Well,
go.
Matt Reclitus makes a good point that he could just
Oh yeah.
wait till the next game. He can go back and do
Yeah.
it from the video.
Matt always makes good points.
yeah,
Don't you love?
Matt's a brilliant guy.
I love that man. Right, so does he cube now? This was the prediction in the chat. No, he didn't even really think about it. Okay. Do we see anything? Fair enough.
Well, he's probably. It seems to me he's going to want to clean up some of these blots.
He's definitely
Seems
going to want to
be,
clean up. Is he make?
timid because of them.
Yeah, I would have made the 16 point actually, but this is nice to have a spare on the mid. He'll think about hitting, but he doesn't need to hit if he thinks he has a cube on the dances. Doesn't need to pay any extra risk. Just let him dance and then send the cube. But if he feels like he has to force the position to improve it to reach a cubing position, then he'll go for the hit and hope for a dance, and then he'll double that way. Let's see what he finds. That's so then he makes, if he plays this 5, he makes a 16. But this looks a bit awkward. Bit stuck there, not so flexible. All right, Vic praying for an entry. Any 4, but especially a 2. Nope. Does he
still-
cube now? Oh, look, the chat went mad. They all wanted to double. Now it's a pass, so he missed the cube. Okay,
This
he's
is
just...
another.
It's very strange to roll here because it can't be too good. you're just giving him a chance to roll a 2, and then you have nothing. So you're paying a lot of risk for no gain.
Correct.
So it doesn't make sense not to cube here. And if you're playing on, well, if you're playing on 2 good, I guess you feel like you could get away with this, and then you could cube if he rolls a 2. That would be the logic, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So let's see. Vic's got a free roll here. He would have been out of this game. All right, 4 is probably enough.
Okay.
Is he going to cube? I think maybe he cubes now.
Now,
No?
he doesn't. He's
Wow.
Not even pondering.
It's a bit strange not to cube this. Bit strange. Okay. But always understandable. The game is very difficult. Can't blame anyone for any decision that they make. We're all just trying our best to make sense of
I
it.
think it's that and maybe
Yeah, make the 8 point. Let's make the 8.
Position till the end of the game. So that's what we were just doing.
Yeah.
to make
Okay.
sure that you have the position right.
okay.
So yeah, we've done it both ways, but
Okay, all good. We got it sorted. Tara just
so Tara
confirmed.
explaining they, I guess they went back in the roll log till they knew where they were right and went play from here and reconstructed the plays. So all's well.
Yeah. Okay, another free roll here for a 2. Wow, he gets the free roll, and he's going to double hit. He's going to unstack the 6 with the blot outside. Okay, I wouldn't break the 10. I would unstack the 6. I don't like breaking points. I like making points, and this leaves 4 blots instead of 3 blots and no structure. But
So
it's very
all of
close.
the,
Very close.
how shall we say?
It's still a very
Chris
good play.
has let all of the opportunities pass by.
Yeah, I mean, he could have won this game already. He had enough value in the position just to cash it, as we say, just to double pass. The position was worth 1 point if he doubled, but it's worth a lot less now.
And now
But this is difficult to
makes
clean
the
up.
5.
Yeah, it makes the 5. Leaves lots of returns, but
Still-
it'll still be favorite 10 to.
Yeah, Victor still needs an anchor at some point in time.
Yeah, he's going to need a 4 or 2 here.
Going to have another brother back there to try to make the anchor.
But he'll be very happy he got the 5 point in his structure now, and Chris has still got kind of 5 checkers back, and no real threats. And he anchors, yes.
Cecilia says, "Why no cube? He hardly slept last night."
Okay, it's fair enough. Seth knows him well. Yeah, maybe he's just feeling like 4-1 up. Maybe he needs more to double. But I think he just should have taken a bit of time there and just realized what a predicament Vic was in and what kind of position he was putting him in by cubing. It's a really horrible position to take. So, but it's good for us because we get to see how this game develops. Very interesting position. Okay, he went for 6-5. I can completely understand that, leaving so many returns. You should have hit on the bar. He would have been missed, and you can see the gain of making the 7 point and the solid 4 prime would have been huge, trapping 3 back checkers. But as you've just got hit on that point, psychologically, it's kind of difficult to give it again, and then you're back on the bar against a 4-point board. So I understand why he went for that. Let's see if... okay, that's a nice one. Just makes the 4 point, but he's going to think about improving the anchor. Yeah. I think that's the idea. You've already got the anchor, and the other one doesn't play very well. There's nothing threatening the 4 point.
Yeah, and he doesn't have much ammunition on the other.
Right. But he's in a really awkward position now, right? He's got these inefficient 2 points together, no spares. How is he going to clear all these points? It starts like this, giving some shots. So a 7 and a 3, maybe even a 5 he hits in the board. Yeah, it's a very awkward position for Chris, actually. Oh, that's a nice one. Besh, round the corner.
Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah.
But he'll be feeling happy with his 18-point security blanket, insurance anchor. And he'll pop another man there. So 5-4, he'd love to roll. Double 5 is good. 4-1 is a nice one.
5-3.
It just brings the men in. You'd love to hit with a 5. Oh, could you hit and come down? Is that big? What would you play here, Bill?
Maybe the hit and come down.
Yeah, I like it. Computer likes it,
Okay.
which makes us feel good, doesn't it? Hey, Tony. How you doing? Oh, you're good. You're a star. You should be in the stream. Crush it. You look amazing. Do your thing. Yeah, isn't it? He's got
Are
style.
you still playing?
Class. Best of luck. Take it down. All right, so can he find this? I think you find it. Okay, that's sort of the natural idea of just coming in, but how do you progress the position from here?
Yeah, it's not much flexibility.
It's really
going
difficult
forward.
to make progress from here. So you hit at the edge. It's annoying because you don't have a spare, but making the 10 point is really key because you're trapping the 18 point, making this very difficult for Chris to release checkers. And you've got the anchor, so if you do get hit, you just come back in. Yeah, I think he'll make this play once he sees it. This looks good. You've got another point. And then you cover with a 5 or a 7 or a 10. Yep, really good play. Nice one. You can see it loses a few more gammons, like 5% extra gammons, but it's got enough extra winning chances.
And a dance.
Yeah, and that's a huge swing because double 5 would have just moved all the checkers from the 18 to the mid and played beautifully. So he really gained a lot there from hitting. Great play. Yep, gets the cover,
Makes
come in.
that and come in, huh?
And now you can see how his position really took a step forward in strength and value. And the alternative didn't leave him set up to do that in any way. All right, Chris really wants to come in. Okay. Oh, and the 4 is a bit awkward. He's going to have to go to the 14. It's kind of forced. He's not going to leave the blot on the 7 point. There's no reason to do that. Just give the guy a 5. Well, no, he's doing it. Okay, fair enough. I would not have done that. Because now the guy really wants to get off the anchor, and he has a perfect excuse to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas you can see if you left a 2, he'd have to break the midpoint, leaving lots of blots and lots of return shots. Oh, he has a cube here. 4-1 down. Is already a cube. So this would not be a cube for money.
The other way.
Don't fault him for not cubing here, because this is definitely not a cube for money. But 4-1 down. Yeah, it's got enough. Oh, maybe it's not that bad of a cube for money. All right, not the roll that he wanted.
There, huh?
Wow, look at that play. He's supposed to give the 6s and the 1s to get the pressure on the blot. That's such a cool move. I don't think I would have found that one. Did you see that one, Bill?
Yeah. After he pointed it
Nice
out.
idea, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's really clever. All right, so he got hit. Bad sequence. But he's back in. Force move. Chris will be hoping for a 5 here just to pop that back checker out to safety and come around the corner. 2-1 is horrible. Has to play 13 and 5. Yep, there's nothing else. Now the 1s are duplicated.
Okay,
Vic wants to split with a 2 or come out with a 5 as well. You'd love a 1. 4-1 is good. 6-5 is good.
Victor would love to attack.
Wow,
here.
that's such a good
There,
roll.
great roll. Now this is going to be interesting. If Chris dances, which he does not, so we don't need to look at the hypothetical. It no longer exists.
Yeah.
But,
There's not much going on here. They both have a 4-point board, but he's going to feel much better about this position now. He's got a dead checker. He's got 2 men trapped behind the 4 prime. He might just send this, and he might just pass. It's a small no double.
huge take. But
Yeah,
it's maybe a bit scary in a sense.
Yeah, he gives it. Yeah, I actually like it. Pressuring. Chris snap takes. Sending a message for the rest of the match. But you can see that nothing's really developed yet. You usually wait for him to leave a blot or a shot or some way that you're threatening to improve. That's just going to come in, and then you wait for him to break a point. Oh, he could make the 8. Yeah, good
8,
spot.
which blocks
Good
the
spot.
deuces.
Yeah, that's a really good play. Yeah, you make the prime. Feels horrible to give the 6, but then you really...
Yeah, it feels horrible to give it, but it's great to block it.
Yeah,
Those checkers on
it's
the 2
really great to block it. This is definitely not the right approach. He's just looking at it. He's not going to make this play.
Well, that's Victor's an extremely disciplined player.
Yeah, he's just
Very
looking at it.
thorough, you know?
Well, that's how you have to be. You want to search for value in every play. Yeah, he puts it back. I think he'll end up making the 8. It's a really nice blocking point. But you completely understand if he goes for this as well. No shots against the 4-point board. The thing about this way is that
Chris has to play next roll, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he has very little flexibility.
That's
lot
true.
Of awkward numbers.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's got to break something. I really like the 8-point though,
I
because you
do
just
too.
pin in the 2-point checker. Okay, if he hits you with a 6, doesn't matter. You still got him primed. You just come in. But if he doesn't hit you with a 6, he's under a lot of pressure because he wants to pop out with a 5, really. And if you just play into the 3-point, then he's quite happy actually just run off the anchor with 5s and 6s. But he makes the natural play. I would say this is like a natural play in this type of position for a human.
For a human.
But we can see the
But
power
Victor
of the
is somewhere
8-point.
in between.
Yeah,
You know?
well, we know he's part AI and part machine. But in moments like this, where getting hit feels really bad,
Oh, yeah.
making safe plays is natural. So he goes for it. 4-2. What's he going to do
Okay,
here?
so shooting
dear.
at something.
I think he's going to, yeah. He's going to have to play this. Oh, I was actually going to say he might do that, but I really hoped he wouldn't. Oh. Yeah, you can't
Okay.
do that. You just have to get off the 18.
So they both consecutive large blunders on
Yeah.
by the computer.
Yeah, it's a difficult position. It's complicated. But he's dead if he rolls a 2 here. And maybe he should have doubled there. I mean, I think I would have doubled that position. Any 2. Future awkwardness. So he runs off the anchor now.
And again, Chris is still, he's got to play, right? And it doesn't, oh, that's a nice.
Wow, you can switch. So he switches and
switch
plays
and step
15.
up.
Yeah, that's a really good one. That's the problem with leaving the anchor is you leave yourself vulnerable to be attacked. But yeah, I would have cubed before that roll.
Did you notice, did they show whether it was?
They didn't show it, but we can see now on the errors, it looks like it was a big cube. But I think you could see that it was a big cube. I mean, you had the threat. The threats of rolling a 2 were enormous. And Chris's position, really difficult to get out of. All right. It's a big swing here. Shake, shake, shake. Find the 4. Did he find it? No. All right. So he can hit with a 5, cover with a 2. Still a long way from anything happening with recubing, especially when you're leading 4-1. You're going to need the position to be a lot better than normal. This is not a great number, but he gets off the anchor. Very volatile game we've got here, Bill.
Hugely volatile game here.
Every roll is changing the position dramatically. It's just you make hay while your opponent's on the bar, right? You want to get the job done, get all the difficult stuff done where he's busy dancing and occupied and has to come in. That's a great play. Well found. Really nice play from Chris. You can see the gain on the dances is just enormous. And freeing a back checker, huge progress. Right, so he needs a 5, but a 4 would be game over, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
he found it. No 5.
It's come out.
Yeah, he just has to come out. And if Chris dances, he'll just play on 2 good because he can pick up the second checker. He'll be at no risk of losing. If Chris comes in, I think it's just double pass.
You know what strikes me with a couple of these early games, this being one of them, they've been so complicated, so involved, so extended. I mean, we've been playing over an hour. They've used a third of their time, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, it's very intense.
Very intense.
It's complicated. All right, so let's see what happens. So Dancer will just see him roll on. There's no risk. He'll just play for the gammon. He can just cash any time from here if he needs to. You know, if Chris ever comes in and anchors with a 2, he'll just cube him then.
On to the 8.
I would hit both. I would just hit
Well,
both.
you can't hit both. I was overlooking that.
Yeah.
I was just adding another builder, but you're absolutely correct.
Yeah, I think you just go for it. He could roll double 2. Yeah, you would be sad, but still not that sad. And think how happy you'd be on all the other numbers.
It's just going to leave a mark.
Yep. Doesn't get the 1 that he wanted, but he'll bring in another builder to the 6 point, and then he'll get a 12 from the 14. That will give him double 6.
Right.
Double 4's blocked.
Gives him double
Yeah, it would have been huge if he. Yeah, you're right.
double fours
Exactly.
and double 3s if he had moved up to the 4.
Okay, that leaves a few too many blots for me. I wouldn't have left the double 2 again. I would have played 12-6, but small things.
But well, that's backgammon though.
Yeah.
Like we said small margins.
Yeah, and he would have covered now. So he's going to make the 8. I'm pretty sure. Oh no! Wow, max builder.
Now it's moved to the bar. I would think.
Okay, I actually like that.
79,
Yeah, I like that.
79.
You get an extra builder.
Okay.
You get an extra builder. And there's no risk. Again, he can always win this game with a cube at any moment. So just push for the gammon. But yeah, this is sort of the more natural idea. Hey, he puts it back. It looks a bit weird. So if you start with 12-7, then you find 8-4. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is also. Oh, I kind of like that as well.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
supreme.
I mean, there's no risk, so you just kind of do what you want to do.
And Chris is being very accommodating, dancing for half a dozen rolls in a row here.
And if he closes out 3 checkers, there's actually 5% backgammons as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry about playing on too good. He cubed. Yeah, of course. That was silly. I was thinking that Victor had the cube. My mistake. Apologies there. He doesn't have a choice. He has to keep rolling to the completion. Yeah, it's because the glare on the screen. It looks like there's nothing there. All right, good closeout. So he'll be feeling happy now. Still a bad double 6, double 5. So he'll try to avoid these by putting him out on the 6 point, playing to the on the 5 actually.
But he said they need a brighter cube, and part of it kind of blends into the frame.
It does. It blends straight in. I couldn't see it, but it's all good. I'm sure our astute listeners would have picked up on that and know what's going on. He made the play I would have made. Man off. All right. 7% backgammons now with this structure. Like the perfect bear off for backgammons. Because you're going to keep the board closed as long as possible.
Prediction after this game, they're going to take a break.
Okay, good prediction. I think that's reasonable.
They've been at it a bit over an hour. It's the most intense of circumstances.
In the main,
yes.
Yeah, it's the furthest Chris has ever gotten as well. So they're both living this experience for the first time.
You know, and Victor's the betting favorite not only in this match but in the tournament at this point. So,
well, that's not a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2-1, 3-2 is not much in it. The more backgammons if you play 2-1. This is cleaner in case you roll like a big double. All right, Chris really just praying to come in here.
Jeff gave us an update. Frigo's leading 6-4 in the other.
Oh, okay. I'm sure there's another brilliant match going on. And you got Justin and Mark Dixon commentating over there. So go and check that out. Fantastic. All right, shake, shake. Okay. He'll be happy with that. Keeps a 5-point board. It's funny if
no reason not to do it.
If you were just trying to win the game, you would clear the 5.
Exactly.
That wins more games, but only a little bit more games.
But almost no downside.
That way you allow your opponent to enter with double 5 and come in quicker, have no chance to hit you. You can see he may leave some shots here with 6-1, 5-1. There you go. On the next roll, but he's still okay. And he's really in no risk of losing with Chris's board.
They're all getting bored with Victor's 12-second shakes. You know?
Well,
what'd you say might have?
Yeah, double 5. So he's got dreams of saving the gammon, but as we can see, it's 99.4%, which in backgammon terms is about 50-50. He'll either save it or he won't. So.
His dreams are going to be a nightmare, though, I think.
It would be an epic save, though.
It would be an epic save.
I've seen worse. All right, he's not going to save it now. So we get to 5-4. Wow, I'm tired just sitting here with you, Bill. It's exhausting. I don't know how they manage it. All right, he'll make sure he saves. Oh, he gives him credit for saving the BG. It's very gentlemanly.
You're not going to screw up and stay back here.
Well, I mean, you might as well just see what the guy does. I mean, you don't lose anything. I would let him just move it, you know, for his own sake.
10 p.m. tonight, we have not only the undefeated bracket final between these two streamed matches winners, but the Super Jackpot starts.
Super Jackpot starts.
Mr. Wilkinson is going
I'll
to be
venture to roll some dice. I hate to mention it, but there was no hint of a break there. They're just head down. Next game, not even a whisper. They're just all game. This is it.
I was wrong.
Yeah. But it was a good call. I felt like it was reasonable. Yeah, lots more action still to come. All right, double 6. So he makes a 7 point and thinks about the last one. Hits, of course, on the 4. So he's off to a good start in this game. Gets hit back. No other 6 really, except jumping out. Could slot the 5-point, but it's a bit much. And the race is really level now. Ooh. You think, oh, I can hit, but he doesn't really want to break this 18-point. Maybe he just slots the 4-point. Comes in with a 4, slots the 2. Ah, he hits.
Never saw a blot he
it's a
didn't
good
want,
play.
yeah.
Actually, the blots cover each other really well for the return shots. So you can see if he gets hit back, he has loads of numbers to anchor or hit.
I like Jeff's comment. Makes sense. That Victor doing all the shaking, that might be bothersome, but I'm sure
That's
he makes a good
very good
cocktail.
comment. No doubt makes a fine mojito. We'll put some orders in. So did he dance? He got hit and he danced, and now he's thinking of cubing, and he has a cube. Great. A lot of people will never cube with just a 1-point board, but that's a fantastic cube. He sees the threats. He can roll a 3, a 4, pick up the second man. Look at double 5, double 6, 6, 5. These numbers that put 2 checkers on the bar.
All that. Plus, there's a wee bit of the psychology.
Oh, yeah.
It's just got gammon on a cube.
Right, but he's not going to pass this. I mean, nothing's happened. It's a really good cube. Yeah, easily
Now,
missed.
Malcolm Davis told at his Hall of Fame induction ceremony that there's a second Jacoby rule.
Okay.
Oswald Jacoby's wife had a Jacoby rule, and it was never double when you've not made another point in your home board.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that a few times, but that's a mistake. Wow, he did pass.
He did pass.
Wow, that's a really big
Again,
surprise.
I think that
Great
may have
cube,
been
such a
wee
good cube.
bit of reflection on a just got gammon on a 2 cube. Do I want?
I think you might be right, Bill. I think you've called that. Fantastic cube. They're just stealing a point, really. And that's a cube a lot of players wouldn't have given. They would have thought, oh, I can just improve a little bit. He's still going to enter. But that was the moment. And he applied pressure. Really good play there. We expect nothing less, of course, but really good to see it in action. All right, so 6-4. And he splits. Replenishes the spare on the 8-point. We love having a spare on the 8-point.
Mm-hmm. A lot of flexibility toward the bar and the interior points.
Yeah. That allows you to develop, keep the structure. Double 3 is one of the best numbers, if not the best number. 2 winnable points, unstacks the heavy points and puts him on the bar. 4-3, the best return. Double 1 he'll take.
Nice,
He'll play
nice.
23 and make the 5.
And then split.
Yes, I got there first.
Split, yeah.
Keep getting there first. Yeah, you got to split against the priming structures. Look to get out of there. I would have taken 6-5. That was a great number. 6-4, also good. Yeah, so he just runs to the mid, escapes his own checker from the priming structure. He'll be happy with that. So Victor looking to hit or improve the anchor. 3-2, 6-5, 5-4. Something like this. That's a hitter. Really valuable to jump and escape a checker while hitting, pushing your opponent back behind your structure. Wow, that's the response. Oh, he really wishes he had 5-2.
5, yeah.
Does he switch? No, doesn't need to. Not in a priming game.
Yeah.
Got a bit excited there.
I wouldn't.
He's looking
I
at
wouldn't
it.
think he would split.
Just stepping
How
up.
much do you think? And you know Chris well. You know Vic very well. Is there an intimidation factor here?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of respect between the top players, and people know that they play a lot and they're capable of playing very well. So I think the main focus is on yourself. Like, can I perform? Can I make the best decisions? Can I be proud of my decisions, regardless of the result? You know, am I happy with my play? Can I sleep with my plays? For me, that's the thing. You know, if I go to bed, can I sleep with having made that play and either won or lost? It doesn't matter what the result is. So... yeah, but the psychology, the flow, like you're talking about, the momentum is a big thing. It shifts continuously. It's very fluid.
Well, I know, and certainly probably not at this elite level that they're playing at, but so many times. I mean, you can see somebody who gets a bad roll.
Yeah.
And he
Checks out.
just, you know, he's just feeling down.
Right.
And you just send a cube to him and he drops it. Just,
Yeah, they've given up on the game. You can read that on people sometimes. They don't want to have any part to play in the game anymore, and you just say, okay, then let's play the next one.
give me this point. And we'll
Yeah,
start
there's a
off.
lot of bluffing, and there's a lot of reading your opponent that I think people, again, underestimate. So he rolled a great number here.
And a lot of people overlook that, as you say. And I always
Yeah.
make the point. I think the best player from the intangibles of the game perspective is Ray Fogerlund. He's just got the. Yeah, he's not the elite player, although he's working on his game. He's recording his matches and bringing his PR down considerably.
Most people won't know him by his name; they'll know him by his 6'2" from the bar. All right. So he cubed it slightly too good, but he'll be feeling good about getting a point after being 4-1 up, and now he's 6-4 down, so now 6-5.
It gives the commentators a break sometimes. You don't have to say 2-6, you just say a Fogerlund.
A Fogerlund, okay. That's fair enough. Everybody knows what you mean.
And whoever this Marcel Jochum is.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Very strong German player.
Yeah, and he's saying he has a feeling Chris is underperforming, and Chris would probably agree with that at this moment. But even against Trencher in the 2 p.m. match yesterday, Chris won, but he didn't play to the standards, and Trencher played 2.5 or something, and he won. So Chris, he just hasn't. He's here. Don't take nothing away from him, right? But he just hasn't seemed to be quite on his stride,
Yeah, it's very difficult to play your A game all the time, and if you don't get a lot of sleep and play lots of matches, then anything can happen. But, it's a really difficult game. If it was easy, everyone would be playing perfectly, and it'd be very boring.
There'd be many more people here.
But I think, we should promote the idea that anyone can win, really. You can make the best decisions you can, but really has no impact on the result most of the time. And
well, it was kind of funny. Morton Holmes making book, right?
Yeah.
And of the top 20 favorites beginning 15
they all lost.
Round.
Yeah, well, exactly. And that's what we should be promoting. Right, great cube here. Really nice. Double hit. One man came in. High pressure cube. He just saw him pass the cube. Love it. It's really good play. Got lots of threats. He can make the 5 point. He can make the 2 point on his head. He can just make the 9 point. He's 50 pips up.
And again, it's technically a correct double. And again, I think pressure, the intimidation and momentum sort of thing, Victor's going to try to capitalize.
Yeah, I really like it. And he's going to pass again. Yeah, if he passed the last cube, he's definitely passing that one. So really good cube play.
That's becoming increasingly obvious in this match, and hopefully Chris can turn it around.
Yeah. Oh, it's very exciting. I'm just going to pop to the bathroom. Can I sub in the famous Blake Fleetwood here for a second? You make a comment for me.
Okay.
Be back in a minute.
So you were hoping they were going to take a break also.
I was.
Okay, so kind of an interesting match to this point. And Chris was up 4-0, had some things go his way early, but Victor seems to be much more on game today. And Victor and I are very good friends, and he has a focus and a intent and a desire that has been evident all week. And I know he's gotten to this point in the tournament, and I know he spent 15 minutes, perhaps an hour or so before the match, and Sander was over there telling him, encouraging him, telling him what he needs to do, what he needs not do, so forth and so on. And so here we are. Okay, so Chris has a 12-pip lead, and would like to see Victor miss that blot on the mid, but he doesn't, so he's going to have blots on both mids. Victor is as a result. Now Chris needs to respond. Aces will work and make the bar, split the back, So nice shake. Deuces. Make the 4. Then it's the 4th of your choice. You could slot the 5. That's what you want to make next. It's exposed to 2 checkers either way. So I think you slot the 5. Yeah. Okay. So now Chris needs to hit that. And does. And then he's going to, what will he do here? He could be really aggressive and play to the 8. Or he could come out with it. He could come out to the 18. Coming out is correct with either, and it's a very little differential.
How are we getting on? Oh, nice complicated game.
Nice complicated game once again.
Yeah, really intense. Yeah, it's not a back game because the race is even. It's just kind of like a holding game, almost like a mutual holding game with deep anchors. Very strange structure. So he'd love to run to the midpoint with like 6-4, but he'd also love to make the 5 point with like 5-1, 5-3. See if he can make an improvement here. He really wants to get off the 23 point though. He doesn't want those 2 checkers tied up there. So even a 2, like a 6-3. Oh,
Gonna make the bar.
he could make the bar. Could he run out and slot the bar? That duplicates 5s. I really like that play. So 23, 17, 10, 7. Is that a play? I found it, Bill. Can you believe it?
Very good. Very
Look at that. It's a nice little duplication of 5s. This is what he wants to do, right? He wants to push forward. Doesn't want to break the midpoint. But actually, just making the 7 is really good. What a play. It's a great play. I really like that.
And
oh, stand by. We're turning off. It's all... That always makes me worried. When it's like,
and if it's TV you're not familiar with, nor the remote, you think, oh, I hope I push the right button. You know?
And look at this play. He has to hit on the 2 point to stop him making the bar. Stop him getting stuck back there. So he missed the hit there. Very unnatural hit to play the last checker off your 6 point to hit loose on the deuce.
Nice deuce now. You take the 5, huh?
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
just make the 5. Lovely.
That's what you want.
Yeah. And now he's used that spare on the midpoint, so it's difficult to hit with a 5 like this. He's just going to point on him. Yeah. See how close running from the back is. Really wants to get off that anchor. Oh, double 4. Straight in. Straight out. 2 to the mid, I guess. You can't play anymore. You don't want to come out with all of them because you have this weird 17 point. And you allow your opponent to improve his board and slot his 4 points. So you want to keep it like this.
It's just a natural, and it's a fairly substantially the best play.
Right, now you've got some timing, some flexibility, some spares to play with from the midpoint. They can come down, join the structure, help you improve, and more importantly, play safe. Oh, that's actually a really nice one. He could clear it if he wants to. Does he just run out? He also wants to run out from the back. So which one do you run from? Yeah, there you go. That's what you want to do. You want to just run from the back. Because you can see you don't want to be stuck there. You're primed, aren't you? Like really efficiently primed. He's actually looking at the cube already. I actually don't mind the cube here. Not too many threats. And you are leading 7-5. So small adjustment. You want it to be a little bit better. But he could roll a 7. 6-1. Oh, he goes for it. I like it. Yeah, it is a small cube.
Take and
really nice find.
He's not going to let that one go, though.
Yeah, but if he's passing these cubes, he should be doubling aggressively. So I like it.
Absolutely.
Well, it says 0-0-0, so it's completely optional cube on ++ anyway. And he rolled one of the 7s. That was what he was threatening. And a sequence like this, yeah, would have made it a pass, I think. So, maybe not this exact sequence. Right, so the 4 is a bit awkward. Come out, you give him lots of good numbers. You just have to play 7 of 3. But he's going to come out. That's, again, the natural move. Not to leave a blotting board with no spares to cover it. But here, Vic can just hit on the bar, not leave any direct return shots. And really take a stride.
We're talking 14, 15, 16 second shake.
So he'll just hit and come in, keep it going. Doesn't want to leave the
Yeah,
return
I think
shots
you
there.
keep it going. Yes, okay.
Yeah, he's done enough to win now, right? He just needs to come around with the other two checkers and he'll be home. That just comes out, I think. Now the 8 point is stripped, so it's a little bit different. He can't hit with the 1. And the 1 is duplicated because he'd like to go to the midpoint with the 1 anyway. So now Vic really just wants like a 7 to run the last back checker out. Obviously double 6, double... Oh, that's going to hit and come in as well, I think.
Yeah.
Same move. Yep.
What else?
Just keep it clean. Keep it mean. Yeah, good play. Chris would love a 3-1 here, or double 3. Oh. Not happy with that. So now Vic's free just to come round at his leisure. See him probably pop the back checker out. Yeah. And run all the way around. He points to it. And the 2 is duplicated to enter and hit on the 14. So yeah, I like just running this checker. Looks good.
Yeah.
Builder for the 7 as well. Not that you need the 7 point to win the game. You've already won the game. Oh, he got it. He hit him. Good shot, Chris. Nice one. Pushes him back.
Chris needed a break in his favor.
Yeah, he really needed something there. And he got it. So 75% to enter. And he dances. That's 1 in 4. And now Chris has the opportunity to hit the second checker. 5-3, 6-3. Okay. Saw the 3. Does he split? Would you split, Bill, at the back? Split him?
No.
I would split him. Can you split him? Maybe it's too big. Maybe play 8 and 7. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Although
really close.
Very, very close.
Yeah, because I want to split him. You know, you want to make the 18, you want to make the 22. But I think this is,
He's going to play
again, the standard
7,
kind
6.
of... The standard idea.
Yeah, he's going to, I think, play the best play. But
I think he's going to split him.
he's played
I
some.
called it.
Must be a.
I should be
must
bet.
be a British thing.
If I was betting, it's definitely a British thing. I should be betting on the plays. I don't need to do anything else. Yeah, it's a really good play, though. I mean, he's spotted that he doesn't want to be stuck on the anchor, and he can go for it.
Okay, so Victor.
Yeah, he just makes the point with the... Oh, he hits. Yeah, he can hit, of course. If he comes in with a 1. Wow, that's a big play. Lots of blots around. But the game...
Hit, but he doesn't like the
Good play.
extra spare on the 5 anyway. So
Yeah, that's true. But there's 4. Chris has 4 blots around. If you don't hit him, what's he going to do? He's just going to anchor, improve the anchor, or maybe make the 4 point or the 3 point. Yeah. So he saw it, but it's really difficult to make that play. Especially when you were almost home free and safe. So now he makes it and he jumps out to the 18, probably.
Ian Terry is awake.
Oh, they're waking up now, are they?
Well, it's actually what is it?
Yeah, he considers making the 8
in
point.
Houston. So
You don't want the 8 point when you have the 2 point. They don't work together in the same structure. You don't want to leave a blot on the midpoint. And this challenges 3 stripped points in the outfield. So you can see Vic would have to break the points and leave return shots, potentially blots, if he wants to hit him. All Vic wants to do is run the back checker. So can he hit and step up? He can.
make the 9.
He can hit and step up. So he does that. That does all the things he wanted to do.
5:45.
Again, you feel uncomfortable leaving the blots, but you have to recognize that if you do get hit, you could just anchor on the 22 point once you stepped up, which would be great. And if you don't get hit, you could actually make the 7 point with a 3 or a 6, and you're threatening to hit the other blot with a 5. And you duplicate some of the 4s that hit back as well. So you just push. You just put the checkers where you want them in a dominating position. But I think it is difficult to find, and he might be tempted just to come down. No, actually, I think he'll find it. I think he'll step up. You really want to step up, get out of that priming. It's not really an efficient priming position, but you don't want to be stuck on the 24, do you?
Right.
That has to be part of the move, is improving this checker. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I thought you wanted to step up.
Yeah, well, I wanted to step up, but it makes sense if you're not going to step up that you do this. You don't leave the extra shots in the outfield. I'm trying to be kind on the plays that It's so easy sitting here, isn't it? I mean...
It is.
The Kibitzer
It's
PR
like,
is 0. The Kibitzer PR is -1. You
Well,
know?
Tobias did
Yeah.
the commentary with me last night, and he was talking the same point, how easy it is, and he said, "We don't lose anything if we're wrong."
Right. Yeah.
These guys are.
They actually have to make the play. But now you can see if Chris rolls a 6, he's actually got a good chance to contain that checker that's stuck on the 24 point. Whereas if he'd pushed it forward to 22, he'd be constantly threatening to jump out of there with any 6 or a 5-1. And now we'll see him step up with any 2 or any 3, I'm sure of that. Now that he's got the solid 5 prime.
Got this.
Oh, yeah, good call, good call.
Uh-oh.
That is not what he wanted to see. He'll just play them in, yeah. And again, concentrate on escaping the last back checker. So how does Chris contain
How
him?
soon does Chris get frisky with that?
Oh, no, long way away.
No redouble.
He wants to roll like 4-3 here or double 3, make the 4 point, and then he'll have something.
Aces. Keep them split out.
You want to
Spread
max,
out.
yeah,
Keep
that's
'em
one
spread
for
out.
sure. You want to maximize the builders for the 4 point. So go to the 9 maybe or the 10. And you still cover numbers like 2-6 and 3-5. Yeah, good. The last one. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good play. So we'll see him. Oh,
Ooh.
wow, he's really found a lot of these crunching doubles, huh?
Now it's a different story. Chris may get frisky.
He will think if he had the 3 point instead of the 2 point, he would send it because of the structure, the power of the structure. But with the 2 point, he's thinking it's a bit weak, but he is 7-5 down. Oh, he sends
He
it.
sends it.
And it's really close.
It's really close.
It's a great decision against Vic. You should give this, and he might even pass because it's such a horrible position to play with a crunch board and dead checkers. And he's leading 7-5. He could pass and it'd be 7-all. What would you do here?
I mean, I think Victor knows it's a take,
Yeah,
but it's the center cube. It's
the 4 cube. It could get gammoned.
He could get gammoned.
Almost 10%
He
gammons
knows
there.
it's a take.
Right.
I think he's confident.
He hates it. He hates this position with a 4
Yeah,
cube.
and I think he wants to extend the match. He doesn't want to put big numbers in play.
Yeah.
And I even though it's a huge take, I wouldn't at all be surprised to see him drop it.
Yeah, and although the numbers sometimes imply like a big take, when we look at the equity or the match-winning chances it's actually costing us, it's not that much. It might be 1%, 0.8%, even though it's expressed as like 200, 300 millipoint blunder. So it's not really a big deal in the context of the match. And if he feels like he's the stronger player, which he is,
and he plays Victor 2 or 3 matches a day,
he should pass.
he said Victor passes stuff like this against him all the time.
Yeah, and I can understand why.
And they're playing, it's cash matches. So, and Victor's a stronger player than Ian. He's not going to put a big crooked number into play.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to play this game on a 4 cube. But you never know. He took the really scary one against Fernando Bracconi last night. You saw that?
Yeah.
That was really interesting. Yep. Okay.
he
Makes
let it go.
sense.
I'm not at all surprised.
Great recube from Chris. Really well played.
Victor's
But we saw
he wants to extend this match. He doesn't want to, again, put those big numbers into play and let the dice decide it.
Yeah.
No,
exactly. We saw how many problems it caused not stepping up with that 2.
Absolutely.
He then rolled double
You were
6. He
spot on.
would have just got out with double 6 and all would have been hunky dory.
You were spot on that call.
All right, 7-all. We got a 10-point match.
What's interesting? I mean, this has been a difficult match for Chris. I don't think he's playing particularly well. 7-7.
Yeah. Well, he found a really important spot there. He'll be chuffed with that cube. And I think Vic actually made the right decision passing there. You can see a few of you agreeing in
From
the
a
chat.
strategic perspective.
Yeah, just in terms of to maximize his own match-winning chances. He wouldn't say he's 50-50 from here.
No.
So he's doing better than XG would do against XG anyway. All right. Yeah, he's looking at slotting. Natural play is just 18 and 11. But you can understand why he's doing this. Natural play was correct. Often those shapes that we learn with the opening plays are strong. So if you're unsure, you should make the same shape, the same play that you usually would make, even though you're a couple of rolls in, and it's not necessarily the opening roll or the opening reply. Hitting and escaping is really big here. So he needs a 2, hit back. He gets it. Hanging on.
And I think CMC is right, and we saw it in the last game. Chris can exploit Victor's perception as the clear favorite.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a very astute
And
observation.
that's exactly what we saw.
Yeah, it is. I think maybe he felt like he rolled double 4, this horrible number, and whenever you roll like the worst number, you're more inclined to pass anyway, right?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah,
earlier,
your
right?
position gets destroyed, you feel really bad about it, and as soon as the emotion or any feeling gets into it, you're going to make a worse decision. You're distracted by other things. Yeah, there's lots of intricate, interesting values at play here in this match.
You know, had that been a center cube, Vic probably would have taken it right away.
For sure he would have
But
taken
not
it,
a
yeah.
re-cube.
No, not leading 7-5.
Yeah.
He just thought, it's enough of this position. Okay, another difficult hit here. Looks weird to hit with one man stuck behind on the 23, even though you're unstacking. 13-10 looks natural. Yeah. But you do leave a bunch of numbers this way anyway. All the 7s, all the 9s. Double 5 makes the ace 11-6 and 13-8. Get there really quick. It's the only play. It's a four.
It's all but
It's four.
forced.
It is all but forced. I can get that one.
Not going to let you get away.
No.
Claiming a lot of
I'm not
credit.
claiming anything. I'll claim the forced moves. I'm buying Phil's new book on how to play forced moves. I really like the sound of that. Okay, so it makes the 10 point. No, don't do that. No,
Well, it's
go
gonna-
back. Go back. Don't do that.
Well,
You can make another
he
point in
probably
the
won't take
structure.
it during the
Okay,
match.
he's thinking he wants to make the 9 against the
He changes
22
to
point,
that.
but really you just want more structure and no blots. And you'd really like that 11 point now because he's going to make the 20. Of course he's going to make the
Yeah,
20
we can.
and lock up
You wanted to go-
all those
see what
spare checkers, get himself into the race. He's winning the race. The 4 point on the other side doesn't do much for you at all. You're really in danger of these two checkers getting stuck. So Victor would have liked to take that 2-1 back and have his 11 point back. 11 and a 10 point would be much better here. So now he needs to cover and escape the back checker, and he can't do both. So he can't do both.
Can't do,
Yeah,
absolutely can't do both, right? So now it's going to go to the 9.
yeah, or to the 4.
Or to the
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, I actually prefer the 9 because you don't want any blots when you're just trying to play with the 1 checker back, but it's really natural to slot the next most valuable point to make it. So you can understand why he played that. It's really sensitive, these moments of like, do I leave something because I might have a chance, or do I need it? You know, really got to judge every checker and its value across the board.
And that's a lot of the subtleties and intricacies of the game that a lot of people don't appreciate.
Yeah. And the difference is so small, like a lot of people say, well, why should I care? But these differences, they're cumulative.
They accumulate,
So over
yeah.
a lot of decisions, it makes a really big difference. And we've seen just how the tiny differences in play compound and affect the result, the outcome tremendously.
Well, we saw it in that last game as you made that call. And,
Yeah.
and I forget the specific, but Chris had done a play or two of that nature earlier in the match.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so he'd love a date with an 8 here. He'd also take that. Anything that runs that back checker, get out of there. Also like to make the 4 point. Okay, so he's gone. Chris would like to roll the same. Okay, doesn't get it. So he slots both the points.
Yeah.
Starts making a board, and we're in kind of just a race. The game is always a race, but it's easier to see this way. And it's really close. Yeah, 50-50 almost exactly. Okay, so he doesn't need to safety the checker. He could play 9 or just 13-8 because he's got 2 blots on
I
board.
might play 13-8. It's an indirect hit, and there's 2 blots in the other
Yeah,
board.
whenever your opponent has 2 blots in board, little red flag should go up saying, oh, I can make plays I maybe wouldn't normally be able to make because there's no risk. But he did just make the standard.
The only way to get hit was indirect. And,
Yeah, but you still don't want to get hit. I mean,
yeah.
So it's good just to solid, clean, leave no risk. That's ideal. So can he make his 4 point? Then he's got a threat for when Chris is looking to leave the anchor. Oh, that doesn't do it. So it slots the 3 and comes down to the 8. Not much you can do with that. Now, if Chris was further ahead in the race, he'd be really keen to run with these 2 blots behind. This is the only play that leaves the checkers in natural strong positions. Otherwise, you have to put a dilly builder on the 2-point, and suddenly your position's getting weaker. But he's going to look at it for that reason. But I think he's going to make the best play because the alternatives are just really weak. It's like a negative putting a third checker on the 2-point. So this way you can see you can fill in the board and have a really threatening position. Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Go with one, go with both.
Well, I mean, there again,
I would just go with one, I think.
I think I would go with
Oh,
one.
2s and 3s duplicated. Really nice. Yeah, you can go with both. Look at that. Great play. That's the
Great
double
play, and he
falcon.
finds the play. Huh?
Mitchie's double falcon live. Turn off your nature programs. Oh, double hit. Like that.
Double hit.
No,
but
you
to
hit.
a
You
double
hit.
one. You can't do that.
You have to hit and make
cover,
the board.
right?
Yeah.
Hit and cover.
Yeah, you just hit and clean up, and then you double when he dances. Yeah, and he's got a blotting board, so even the indirect returns, you're going to have a shot back at him. It's not like he can hit you and make the point, unless he rolls double 1 specifically. Maybe double 4? No, doesn't do it. Okay. Another big moment in this match. Will he enter? Will he enter with a hit? Oh, he dances.
Now.
He will cube now, I think.
He will cube now.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And it's quite an easy pass, actually. His only consideration was it too good, but he still has far too much work to do and far too much
and
risk.
with that, voids on the 4 and 5.
Yeah, but this game is over. All right. 9 away.
Superb.
Oh, and a break has been called.
Okay.
Alrighty. Oh, got some good news. Winning person.
Okay.
We'll love you and
Indeed.
leave you briefly.
I'm gonna
take a little break as well, Bill.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
to dash down the hall. I've been waiting for a
Okay.
break for some time. Okay, we're going to take our own short break, so we will be back very shortly and rejoin this match.
It's going good. We got a few more viewers since we started. How many viewers they got over here? Oh, they got 450. We got like 125, but I honestly I'd be watching Victor and Chris too.
Okay, we'll be resuming shortly here. Okay, here we go. I don't know that I've followed the entire. No, I don't answer any questions during breaks, even if we're standing at the next facility in the facility. But I do think Morton does allow people to bet tours, and that would include players to, cash out in earlier. If someone bet at the beginning of the tournament for someone to win the championship, and the guy gets to the quarterfinals, that they could work out a settlement. Okay, Victor gets the double nickels, dances. Now, Victor got the Chris dances. Here's the kind of a reference position. Chris lets it go. So 9-7 Victor. Okay, Victor runs with a 6-4. 3-2 hits. Down for the hit and split the back. Got a twos, nice, comes in, makes the 4 points, going to come to the 11, I suspect. Yes. 4-1. As I during the break, if I'm not mistaken, just for an update for y'all, those not watching both or switching back and forth, I think Frigo was up 9-6. They had taken a break at the same time that Victor and Chris did. So a couple of very good matches going on. Ace deuce. One of you step. No reason necessarily to step up, but he does. I guess the double five's even worse the other way.
I need another week off, Bill. Back at it already.
You didn't get the memo, huh? And you missed the whole game.
Really? Oh.
It's like a
Wow, they're just straight back at
moves,
it.
Two or three moves.
Just double pass.
Yeah.
Was it correct? Cube action?
Yeah, it was double five.
Wow, look at that double five you just called.
Double five in a dance.
Wow. 2 checkers and a 3-point. Looks good. Yeah, keep the nice structure. You don't want to make the ace point. You already got 2 men on the bar.
That's a very nice double five, and it was a double five which got him in the prior game.
Oh, you don't need this.
Victor rolled double five, made the 1-3. Chris danced.
Yeah, this is very ugly. You don't want to do this because he just rolled a 2 and then you don't have the structure. You don't need 3 on the bar either. But okay, completely understandable.
5-4.
Oh wow, wow! I would not have cubed that with 2 men on the 24, and it's a big no double. Yeah, he just doesn't really have any threats. I mean, he could roll a 1. Okay, he's going to split and hit, or maybe play 8-6. You think he's adjusting a bit?
Well, that was my speculation. Yeah. Did he make some conscious decision during the break that I've got to up the game here?
Yeah, he might well have done.
They can hear it through the speaker.
Okay.
Wow. Double 3. It's going to make the 5-point. Happy with that.
I'll try.
And now he owns the cube and he has a dominating position. So Vic's in really good shape in this game.
Victor. So you need to keep that.
So yeah, he gave the cube away there a bit quickly with nothing going on. Oh, I don't like this play. I see why you would consider it, but you're just under no pressure at the back. You've got the anchor already, and the 5-point is such a strong addition. The rack, as they're calling it these days, against the 24-point. You just don't need, all those blots at the back. They protect each other. Right?
Where did the rack come from?
I don't know the source of these things, Bill.
People are using that term all the time.
You're the font of knowledge. I expect to know the, when it was published, who published it. I want all the details. Okay, so he consolidates here. He makes a point.
Somebody says from Roberti.
Yeah, I think it was in one of Roberti's new books. Another brilliant author. Strongly recommend all his stuff. Really great writer.
A lot of new literature out that's quite well.
Okay, yeah.
In fact, there's going to be an official signing this afternoon from Tardieu.
Oh, yeah.
And Olson and Mochi on their book. So, like at 4:30 this afternoon, I think.
So he's got to split here. He's got to go 24-18. It's really important to get off this anchor now when he hits him. He's got to push forward and get out of this position. So really good play.
He sees that as well.
Yeah. Again, you want to do all the hard stuff when your opponent's busy and occupied on the bar. That's how you get away with these improvements, this progress that you're looking for. Okay, it's an awkward one. Do you just come in with the 3? Do you push to the 20? Come in? Yeah, you just push to the 20. That's really difficult. You duplicate the 6 and the 1, and you put the checker sort of in danger, it feels like. I feel like we'll see him make a play that involves 8 to 6 or 8 to 5, but maybe he'll find it. Yeah.
Okay.
Quite good at calling these. It's understandable.
Okay. Makes the
7, right?
makes the 7.
That's great. Yeah, happy days. Really efficiently priming those 5 back checkers. They'd love a 6 or a 2. Now you can see he really wants to step up to the 20 with that
Yeah, he wants to
checker back. So we'll see him. Oh, actually, he'll just make it now.
the
Yeah,
5
happy.
or 20 in the
Chris wants a 6.
Victor's perspective.
Okay, that just comes around the corner. Not much you can do with that.
Nothing else to do.
Try and dodge a 6. Vic would love to roll a 6 and hit him back. Send another checker behind his powerful structure. Let's see, can he find it? 5-4. Will he hit on the ace? No, he just come in. Okay.
Come in, I
yeah,
guess,
or
yeah.
2 down. Look at that cool play. 2 down, try and go maximum prime. Yeah, keep it pure. 4-1, okay. Cleans up, goes to the 7, pushes forward.
Pushes
Get that
forward,
last
then
man
he
out.
Gets out with the 5 or the 6.
Doesn't matter how far ahead in the race you are, if all your checkers aren't together, it doesn't mean anything, does it? Be 100 pips up, but that last back man,
Is a killer.
if he's not with the other guys, you're in trouble. Okay, good play here.
Yeah,
2015, wow, he could have jumped off the front anchor. That's such a difficult play to find. Chris
Wow.
hit, very happy. And now his cube is looking okay.
Looking tremendous in retrospect.
It's still a very even game, but Vic's really out of timing. No outfield control. You take a 4. Well, that, he doesn't like that.
6 come out there. It's
Good play, very good play. He recognizes that he needs the flexibility, he needs the timing. He's not bothered about getting a hit. He's got the anchors. And he applies maximum pressure.
and he doesn't get a hit.
I don't think you'd want to hit, actually, because you don't want him to come in and make the 2 point.
Right.
So, quite happy not hitting, just letting him roll. You
Run
know?
on, yeah.
You want him to roll like 4 and waste all his pips. What do you do here? Step up to the... No.
Down and slot.
Wow, just to the 9.
Double slot? No, to the 9.
Oh, that's so difficult. All the plays look good there. I mean, you can't really change the value of the position, which is nice, so you can't make a big mistake here. What would you do with this one? Are you hitting, or just...
That's all you can do. 4. Which ace? That ace? Yeah, it dupes the 2.
Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, Vic's in a very comfortable position now. If he can get that other checker out as well, he'll have great timing. Oh, nice play. Yeah, he sees it
Yeah.
immediately. The purity. You need the board to win. Make the points in order. Now he has a 6 to cover. Chris is going to have a hard time.
Chris has got a hard...
Oh, that
Ooh.
actually helps. He makes the 2 and the 4 point. I think you have to go for it. He's got
And
2
there's
blots
2
in board.
blots in the
Yeah, you
board
can
over
just do
here.
it. Lots of gammons when it goes well. Yeah, you got to do it. It's kind of forced. You make the 2, then you have a look and you say, well, I just got to make it. Oh, well, that's what XG plays. No, that's XG's play. You see the little XG icon? That's what XG plays. But it looks like... Oh, there we go. It won. Just a little bit. But yeah, that's a natural play. I mean... Maximum pressure. Start clearing the point. You want to clear the 9 point as well. 5 he loves.
5.
He just makes the
Make
board.
the 2. Clean it up.
Yeah, good call.
Okay, Chris, it's not...
Oh,
Ooh, another set. This is going to start hurting.
It plays. It just plays. Look.
It plays.
It
but
just plays. Actually, he'll be happy with that. Yeah, but he's
But the
prepared
thing
the back points to clear.
yeah, he's prepared him to clear, but it's kind of accelerated the game, too, by...
Yeah, but his timing was bad anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Vic could just jump out. But, you know, he could roll double 6 now, clear both those back points.
you do with this? I do that. Yeah.
I would have
Keep
actually
the
jumped
spare.
out. I would have
Keep
jumped
the-
out from the back.
I would have kept the spare, but you were right.
Is that to hit
according
with it if you
XG.
get a shot to keep the anchor when you hit? I would just be scared of rolling like double 3 or double 2 and crunching the board. Like double 2 now wouldn't be very fun, you know.
Okay. Now.
Wow, well, he dodged the
Now he
double 3.
rolled the double 3.
He'll slot the 3-point. Yeah, very good. All right. So you can see that Vic's still winning over 30% of the games, but he's losing lots of gammons when he doesn't.
Uh-oh. He can play it, but next roll's interesting. More interesting.
Yeah. The thing about the 5-3, well, back game or double holding game is that there's space behind to play, right? So 6-5 clears, and it's not as awkward as, or there's not as much contact as the other double anchor games, right? It's easier to clear and get past the high anchors. So here we go. Doesn't mind
This
leaving a
is
shot
the,
too much now with the blot symbol. There you
Nice. That point you
Six-
made.
go. I did call that one.
Prescient, I believe, is the appropriate word.
So now he'll jump off the front anchor,
Yeah.
and he might have to go with both checkers. Yeah, he has to. He loses out on like 1-5. He gets gammoned more. Double 1. So no bad rolls here for now, but there are some coming. Yeah, no men off. And now there's a horrible 6-3.
Or 5.
5-3 as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. So you want to dodge those. You don't want to see a 3. All right. Big shake. Oh!
Oh. You're still
Oh.
pressing.
No, but it doesn't mean he's going to get a hit, does it? I mean,
Well, it's only 55 or plus, huh?
but when you roll it, you really feel like you're going to get hit every time. But it's only about half the time.
Oh.
Wow.
It's the best miss.
Well, not really. Well, I guess yeah, okay. Fair enough. If there is such a thing.
If there is
All right, so he's not gonna leave the chance, I don't think.
Oh, I rip them.
Yeah, I would take 1 off, but I wouldn't leave the numbers. I mean, you've won now. You don't need to push. Yeah, you're not gonna lose the race from here. And taking 1 off. Oh, he's got 2 off now.
Famous last words. when
Yeah,
he
classic
rolled
commentators.
Double,
curse. I
double
shouldn't say
sixes
anything.
3 times in
Now
a
you're
row.
making me feel really bad about saying anything. Oh no! Come on. What? He might have like a couple of percent now. He can't have anything. No, I refuse to believe that he's gonna win this one.
Oh my word. 4-6. Okay. One more set, and he could make it interesting.
Wow, he has 6%. That's
Oh,
All
that,
right, that's it. Lights
okay.
out.
So much for that.
Yeah, that's it. It's over.
Wow. Most interesting.
Yeah, the funny thing is, we would have been surprised, but not that surprised. You know, we've seen it before. Like, if you have a chance, you can win.
One says Seb's rigging the dice with his alpha wave.
I wish that would be nice, huh?
You know, but again, and this is true, and I talked to Trencher, who's a good friend of mine, after Trencher and Chris's match. He knew he was out playing him. Things were going his way, but he just couldn't put him away.
Yeah.
Chris was hanging in there. And same thing here. I mean, Victor's
Hanging
playing
around.
4.28 to 9.61. Everything seems to be Victor's way, and it's a 9-9 match, you know?
Yeah, that was a cruel game because he did give a bad cube. Vic rolled the double 3, was completely dominating with the cube access, and he missed the double shot. It was a huge swing.
Yeah.
And now we've got an 8-point match. Feels like a DMP one, doesn't it?
But it's uncanny how Chris has been able to stay in there.
Yeah, he's fighting.
You know, and I mean, he would be the first to admit, he's playing 9-6, which...
Yeah. So 8-away, we should mention is like very sensitive score because the cube on 4 could be a gammon, perfect lights out efficiency to win the match. So actually any 8-away score you should be doubling really aggressively. for the efficiency of winning 4 points, maybe even 6 points, getting to 4 away, that valuable 4 away score, or 2 away. So the cube action is really interesting.
1, make the, yeah. And
Yeah.
the option of the bar are the 5, and he takes the 5, obviously.
You normally make the 5-point heavy. I would have actually gone out to the 18 because I want to challenge the split to 8
I'd
point.
go out to 18 here.
But he's already played the 6, so he's not going to do that. He's thinking about splitting with the 1,
Wow.
which I wouldn't do. I'd just play 6 to 5 and prime more efficiently on this side. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Gigi, this is the semifinal of the undefeated bracket. So,
Hi, Gigi. Yeah, big match here.
Gigi was supposed to be here, but she
We miss you,
contracted
Gigi.
COVID recently.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, which I think curtailed her travel plans.
Well, we wish you well. I look forward to seeing you next time. Got a little prime on prime action. That's a jumper. Get out of that priming position. Chris going to hope for a 4. He's kind of out of spares. Okay, so he's got a split. Probably just 18.
Yeah, what else is there?
You can play 6-1, 6-5, which looks really weird. It's a legal play.
Okay.
You can play 5-4, 8-3.
It's legal.
You can play 5-4, 8-3 if you wanted to. But yeah, just push out. They're both trying to get out of these priming structures. Okay, I was kind of joking when I mentioned it, but it's actually not that bad, so fair enough. Again, he's trying to take advantage of the blot on the outside. But yeah, you want to split against priming structures. You want to get into the race, allow yourself access, and you need to develop and activate the back checkers in order to do that.
21-11, maybe.
Yeah, he really wants to come in with a 4.
Okay.
That looks natural.
14.
Duplicate the 2. 2 is also a splitting number.
And they're not connected. You can't be.
Right, you can't be double hit. Yeah, that's a good point. Something like 4-5 or yeah, you got to come in with a 4. No, I would think you have to come in with a 4. You don't want to be back there.
That's a joke.
We got a jumper. Yeah, I got to be so careful. I'm being attacked from all sides here. I can't say anything.
You got 600 comics out here.
Can't say anything. It's impossible. But yeah, he sees that he has to enter with the 4, and this also makes sense. It duplicates the 4 and it keeps the connection, like you were saying. So really good play. That's the top play. Yeah, really nice one. 6-3 is going to hit and cover. I mean, it's kind of forced again. He has to cover and then he has to hit. Unless I'm missing something. Yep, he's got it. And he's going to be really happy on a dance because then he's got some chances. All right, 4 is...
If he were to get a dance, I think he's going to...
Yeah, I mean, based on what
he's going to cube this, based on what
we've just seen, yeah. But the 4, you got it.
Okay, he gets the 4.
I think he leaves that man there. Yeah, very good. Still duplicating the 4s, and now the 4 is duplicated to enter as well. The 4s, 1s, and 2s. Wow, snake eyes.
Whoa.
That's the double 1. Nice shake.
Now, you won't send it if he gets a dance this time.
I don't think so. With 3 on the ace point, it looks a bit dodgy.
He's
bit of work to do here.
Don't even think about it, Chris.
No.
And he's not listening. He is thinking about it.
Oh, it's borderline. It looks close. Yeah. It looked good.
Have imagined.
Oh, 8 away again with the gammons. Wow, 36% gammons. That's so many. And he sends it. Great cube. Well played.
Very good. Very good.
I don't think I would have found that one, and I like cubing. Any excuse I find for a cube.
Okay,
I mean,
so center cube, Vic's going to take this.
For sure,
huge take. He takes this. It's unlike the recube in this kind of situation a couple of games ago.
Yeah. You can see the structure he's got. If he enters from the bar, he's already got the 5 point. He's already got the 3 checkers stuck. So the counterplay is already established. He doesn't need to come in and make points and do stuff. But really fantastic cube from Chris. And we'll see a great game here. He's going to split again from the back and just get out of that position. Take this moment to split. Threaten to make the 18. Leave lots of return shots if you get hit. I don't like this. You don't get any returns and you don't activate the men on the 24 point, which is what you really want to do. That's the biggest value that you can improve in the position. Often is the case. All right. Yeah, that was big, and he safety's the man, and now he's really happy. He has the cube, and
Not just.
you know, the race is even. Chris is under a lot of pressure here. He kind of has to hit with a 5. He has the 5. Does he hit? It could go to the midpoint and split, but I think you have to just do this with a 4-point board. Yep. They're close, but this is best.
Yeah, I think this is right. And again, I think I keep harping on it, but Chris come out of the break with a different strategy, or an adjusted strategy, I think. And
Yeah. But look at this. He's contemplating the Riku from the bar at this 8-away score. Really interesting. It's not enough, of course. If he dances, he's in bad shape. But he's considering it. If the hits were just instant wins, it would be reasonable. But he's a long way from winning this game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a 3 would change everything. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do. That's the countdown theme tune, by the way. You didn't know.
Oh,
that.
really?
All right, 3 hits and a 1 would be safe. So the only safe 1, yep. And if he was thinking about recubing before, I think we might see something now.
Yeah, we're
Depends on what he
Chris,
rolls.
unfortunately, Dan.
Oh, that's a switch. Is it? Is that a switch? Or maybe just in and make the 21?
Switch off the 6 is
Oh, it is a
rather.
switch.
And it is a switch.
And then you play
but
21.
Does the human find a switch off the 6?
I think he loves a switch. He might be an over switcher,
Oh, really?
which I probably am as well. But yeah, he's got the 4-point board, and you can see he gets tempo to develop his back checkers. Get off that 24 point. Now he has to reach for the 24 point with the last 3.
Ah, the 5 blot option, huh?
Really important to grab that checker on the 24 point and push him forward. I love it. You put him on the bar against a 4-point board. He's got 16 dancing numbers, and you can just keep making progress and push forward. Don't let him develop. Deny him escaping into the race as well. Okay, I think we've got the switch in stone, so it's just the last 3.
Just the last 3.
I really like.
And you're,
yes, I really like
you're
this one.
advocating the 5 blot option.
I love it because it covers the other block, right? They cover each other. If you get hit, you anchor. This does everything. He's on the bar. Like, what can he do here? Yeah, really good play. Well done, Chris. 6 is big.
5-3. Oh.
Okay. So he's bought that tempo that we mentioned to improve here. 5-2 is not great, but it makes 2 points if he wants it to.
Yeah, and he could use a little maintenance cleanup.
A little Hoover maneuver.
Yeah.
Different way. Consolidation play.
Something,
Yeah, 2 points is strong. You can't really beat that. The anchor he'll feel really happy with.
Yeah, I mean, you can get away with 5 blots once, but you don't want to push the envelope.
Right, you don't want to leave them out there scattered around for anybody to find. Okay, so praying to come in. 20 good numbers. I mean, 2-1 isn't that good. 6-1 he'll take.
6-1, but no other ace.
Yep, there's no other ace. He just has to keep it going. Feels horrible just coming into all the shots.
Play
But
with 2 blots, so he
right, the alternative is so much worse. And if he can dodge here, then he'll be into the race safely. But Chris has lots of numbers to hit him, and he does. He looked at playing 13-11 before. I think he'll play it now.
Oh.
He's going to play it now. He wants the builder for the 6 point. And the ones that hit from the midpoint, because it's stripped, would leave 2 blots as return shots. So
Correct.
you can very often leave blots in front of strip points like that. Is that a 2? He's in. 4 is, wow.
Yeah, you just burn one, huh? Bury one.
Yeah, you kind of have to. Wow, coming up to the 19 is so scary. I would just do this.
Yeah, you just have to bury the checker.
I mean, you don't want the man on the ace, but you don't really want. Really don't want to get hit on the 6 point. Another switch.
So that what?
Oh, he could just hit. He could just hit from the 11.
Right.
But switching looks clean. You could switch and make the midpoint.
But you switch from the 5-2, then your 5 and 6 is open. You just
Yeah, it's awkward. It's uncomfortable, isn't it?
it's uncomfortable, and he has so much freedom for the rest of the match, or the rest of the game.
I love the top play, Bill. Sorry to interrupt, but because he has the blot on the ace point, you can play 16 to 10. You can leave all the blots because you're not afraid of getting hit. Try and remake the 6 point. Try and remake the 5 point. You win loads of gammons. This is a much more natural play. But if Vic didn't have the blot on the ace point, this might be correct. But because his position's much weaker now, he can go for like the all-in you know, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Maneuver. The brown maneuver. All right. That dance was really costly. So he's going to try and run from the back. Should just run with the back checker here.
Very good.
Oh, it's exciting. Every roll here is like big in the context of this match.
Jonah, Chris, the over switcher, Roger. Okay. So that's 6 deuce.
I think we're all guilty of over switching once we get into the.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see it once, do it once, succeed with it once, and then
Another really difficult play. 8-6 looks natural, but why would you leave the double shot? You think, I want to come out to 17, but you leave a lot of indirect shots as well, and you don't get any returns. So 8-6 actually adds a builder to the position. Wow, tricky one. Otherwise, you get hit with all the 5s, all the 1s.
30.
Yeah, again, it makes a natural match, like a logical play, you know? You can't blame him for playing this. But it would have played a lot better the other way.
yeah.
So hit and round the corner.
But they're finding, so many of the plays that others might
Yeah.
overlook, you know.
Yeah, Chris is feeling confident now with the blot on the ace point. He's only got 1 man back as well. Aye. Bad dance. So he'd love to make the 6 or the 5
Love
point
to make
here.
a point right now.
And he
There
does.
it is.
Yeah. Over 40% gammons here, Bill.
This could be expensive.
Yeah, needs a 6. Doesn't get it. So double 1, 2-1, close out. Otherwise, he'd just be running the back checker. Double 2. Oh, he's going to kill some check. Well, he just has to kill the guys. I mean,
Yeah, just kill the guys and
Yep. That's it. It's forced. I mean,
leave 1 on a 5
Oh,
and
you-
then play
yeah.
it a deuce.
yeah. Did you call double 4 there, Tara? that would be a bit awkward. But actually, double 4 played better this way. Okay, so 6 now actually is really good. I mean, it was good before, but it's really good now because he covers all the outfield. There's no attackers, right?
no
You can't-
attacks on it.
He's not under pressure. All right,
Double
he rolled
4.
the double 4 that he wants Chris to roll. Often is the case. All right, so this is a big split, out and out. Oh yeah, it just goes all the way,
Goes
same as
there.
before.
Yeah.
Double 5 still closed this to 6 points, so you'll be hoping for that. Double 5 would be the pro play.
Okay, the 6.
Yep, just swing them around, get them all close to home, and it duplicates 6-1 actually as well. If you play to the midpoint with the 3. Yeah, I think you'll find this one.
Yeah. Ends up with a 3 blots, but Victor only has a 2-point board with a blot in his home board, so you get you would be cursed by coming in and hitting him because you only probably cost you another checker back, right?
Yeah, very good play. All right, feels horrible just dancing all the time. I really want to come in now. All right, no real bad numbers for Chris here.
Yes,
double 3 still
Seb
plays.
does know Chris's countdown history, so I think there was intent to that joke.
Yeah, we had a bit of back countdown history earlier, didn't we? Check out Champion of Champions. All right, he's almost home. Just a 6-1 here. And even then, he's got the blot on the ace point. Not much fun to be in Vic's position here. All right. Looking good for Chris. He's got all the way around. 2 good switching plays. You just play them both from the 10?
Yeah. The over switcher Rogers.
Nope, you shouldn't. You should have left nothing. Look at that. Oh, he's almost there. He's got to leave one more.
Leave one more.
He wouldn't have left it the other way. So like this, you check if any bad numbers. No, 6-5 is safe. 6-6 is safe. So everything's good. All right. Can he dodge? It's really not going to feel good just staying on the bar this game. Right, so 2 there.
2.
Take 1 off. No bad numbers. And
To the ace.
it actually wants to go to the 4. You leave a bad 6-5, but you win more gammons. It's a tricky one.
I think I don't know.
I think
He's
I would
going to
make
get
your
the
play.
gammon anyway.
He is. There you go. He's definitely going to get the gammon now. Unless he gets hit. And there's a chance. He doesn't want to roll another set. All right. Now Vic really wants to dance.
Dance once more.
How things change. Oh.
Ooh.
It's the worst entry number. He's not saving this
He's
gammon.
not saving that. So it's
Wow, 13-9. Yes, we get to another really good score, which is 4 away, 8 away. So the leader has to be super careful in gammonish positions, as that 4 cube's going to come straight back, killing the gammons and giving a perfectly efficient 8 points to win the match for the trailing player. Yeah, Vic's not feeling good after that game. Going to need
not at all.
need a good start to the next game, get his momentum back. Yeah, it was a really difficult one to play from both sides. Oh, he's down to 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay, they still have time.
Yeah, but Victor's probably going to have to play quite a few games to.
Could just be one game.
Could be, but I suspect that.
Oh, down in the hit. He knows this one. 5-4. This is the play for money, or if you're trailing. If you're leading, you just play 24 to 15. You don't need to bother with losing all these extra gammons. But trailing, you can play this. He gets rewarded. He gets hit. And you just keep that checker going. You don't give a good 6 from the bar. That's a key tip. You want to leave your opponent's bad numbers bad. So numbers like 1-6, 2-6, 3-6, 4-6, 5-6, all the worst numbers here. You don't want to make those good, valuable numbers. All right. He'll take just a 1 to cover the 5 point.
Okay,
He gets
there
it.
it is.
Okay, he's back in the game now. All right.
But what's interesting,
10 point?
Yeah, Victor's going to he's going to be really playing with grinding focus now. And I just don't, and he can play very fast. He can play with little time. But I think he's going to have to do so before this match is over.
At points. It's always nice just to win the match easily, but a lot of times you've got to be losing, you've got to be close, you've got to fight it out, and goes right down to the wire. I feel like that's what we're going to see here. Like, oh, is that this one? Oh wow, yeah,
12-10 free go.
yeah. It's an update on the other undefeated semi-final. Very close over there as well. Is Frank the last remaining world champion remaining in the draw? Or?
PJT is
PJT is still in.
second chance.
He's in the second chance. Okay. So we got a couple. And Chris has got full freedom here. He's managed to extricate both his back checkers. It's difficult to play safe from here, but he found
And
a
he's
safe
gonna
play.
have to play safe, but
if he can, he will, unless it's really awkward. But
and Victor's going to try to construct a hotel to welcome a guest.
yeah, this has got a welcome mat and everything.
Yeah.
All right, he wants odd numbers, not a mix.
That's odd.
Well, he doesn't leave any direct.
No direct, but
Yeah, he's actually really happy to clear the midpoint. Gets an extra builder for the 5 point as well as the 7.
yeah, it's not a bad roll.
No, it's not a bad roll at all. He leaves, 8 shots here? So 8 numbers that hit. He really wants to hit. He got it.
Got it.
It's always a 7.
Now the dance would be interesting.
Yeah. But he can, it's maybe worse.
Maybe worse.
No, he's happy to be in. There's only, but it's just a pass now. We can see immediately.
Yeah, Victor's gonna jump all over
Yeah,
this.
and he's going to get out of this game. He's going to be happy to get out of this game. You don't want anything to do with this. Guys, 8 away. You almost have no value owning the cube at this score, right? How do you redouble here? Yeah, good cube action. Well played. No, I've been traveling actually most of the year, but I hope to find him there someday. Yeah, I hear he's doing well there. All right.
Now are you gonna be in Dubai?
I should be there, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the streaming and commentary again in Dubai.
Oh, that'll be amazing. Yeah, if the flight's not cancelled, I'll make it. All right, so back at it. He'd like that double 1, but he'd prefer an 8 or a 9 just to hit. Double 6 always feels good here as well. Okay.
6-1. He'll take that.
Yeah. Chris is very likely to make a point as well. Yeah, but if he hadn't made the bar, he would probably have made the 9 and jumped out to the 18. But as he's blocked, he just has to do this. Still leaving the 8s and 9s. But he's got a good setup to improve if he's missed. Another double 5. That plays itself. And now Chris is ahead. He's winning the priming game. Although he's behind in the race, he's got a more efficient priming structure.
There's the 5.
As you can see. So Vic really, really wants to split here. He needs to get those back checkers into the race. He needs to activate them against the prime. So I'm pretty sure we'll see him splitting. Except that makes the 5 point. Yeah, that's just too good. That turns his awkward structure into actually a really nice structure. It's not as good as Chris's structure, but it's much improved. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he makes the 3 point.
So
1 point away from a 6 prime.
it's accelerated the game though, so he moved a lot of freight. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, Vic has the timing. You can see he's got the pips on the midpoint to play with.
MCG is awoken.
The genius is awake.
The genius is awake.
All right, yeah. 7 and 5.
6-5.
Set up the builders to make the 4 point. It can consider splitting, but if you make the 4 point, you're going to be doing well. You've got more timing. Yeah, good play. Chris would love just to jump out here like 3-5, 3-6. Hitting would be optimal. 3-4, 1-6. Yeah, he loves that.
3-6.
On his bike. Should be really happy with this roll. Yeah, the 3s are duplicated. 3-1, 3-2, 4-3. Be interesting to see if he rolls one of those. He really wants 3-5.
Be interesting to see if he rolls one of those, what he does with it.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Now,
double
3-5 would be obvious, but
double 3 was a really interesting roll there. Well, you just make the 4 point, I guess. You hit, make the 4 point.
now what do you do with that?
Now you split, and now you
And hit.
He sees it immediately. Great play. Yeah, you have to do something. You can't just let him build from the back and escape into the outfield. And he got it. He got the prize, the reward from the big play. I don't think you can keep this.
No, I don't think you can
2
do
men
this.
behind that prime looks really scary to me.
He's going to put some thought into it.
Yeah, you
but,
got 3s to hit, 5, 6s, 4s to cover. But it's still, once you've done that, you've still got 2 men stuck behind the prime. So
right. They are split.
he's
which
still
helps.
a dog, yeah. And his opponent is 4 away. So he needs one more improvement, I think. You know, like 4-2, like cover, step up, dance, then out cube. Something like this. Actually, 4-2, you'd make the 4 point, I'm sorry. All right, let's see. Lots of good options. 6-2, no, he doesn't want that. That's good to cock the bad numbers. Usually cock the best number.
3-2.
Wow. So many
Now
things.
what do you do?
Do you make the anchor?
I make the anchor.
Hit the second checker. I like hitting and stepping up.
Oh, I even overlooked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a 2 up, right? So that's got to be.
Yeah,
right.
2 on the bar, because then you still have time to make this anchor. You're pressurizing. Yeah, but sending the second checker back is big. Yeah, good play. Very well played this game so far. Big moment for Chris.
Now we're ready to dance.
Oh, you'll send it immediately.
Send it.
Yeah. He'll just send it. Oh, think about it being too
It's
good.
too good.
It is too good, but I thought he would just send it. Yeah, really good decision. 4s, 5s, 6s all cover. Still got 2 on the bar.
Favorite to cover the ace.
Yeah, fair enough. So he will cover. Oh no! Of course, of course. We keep missing the
We
4
keep
point.
missing the
No, I
obvious.
keep missing. Sorry to drag
I
you
do
into
too.
my blind spot. We love before we were trying to make the 4 point, and now we can't get rid of it. All right, so very good decision to play on, and now you can see there's no risk here.
Even were he to enter or hit, even it's not.
Yeah, he's taking away the double 2 as well here.
So now it's just obviously a play on forever here.
Yeah, unless Chris does roll double 2, in which case, or something like this. What about now? What about now?
I'd be tempted.
I mean, there's some risk now. You could dance. The guy could roll 2-6,
Yeah,
1-6.
and
I mean,
it's double and an
you still-
absolutely huge pass.
what if you roll like 1-5? Are you happy having 2 stuck on the?
Yeah.
And you want to get to 6 away, catch this point?
And Chris would he's going to roll. Chris would not be excited about taking this. And in fact, obviously, he would drop this, or should drop this, but damn.
Oh, he risked it, and now we might see the painful sequence that he could have avoided. All right, so he's going to...
Okay, but
we would guess he cubes now, right? If he thinks it's too good before, now Chris has improved, so now he's thinking it's double... Might be double take, double pass, it doesn't matter. So we should expect to see the cube here and
I
just the
think
pass.
you see the cube here for sure.
Yeah, I think it would just go double pass. That would be my prediction.
There it is.
Yeah, with the third man behind the anchor, you know, it's really bad. If he just had the 2-point anchor, I think it would be okay. But that third man back is really, really hurting him. And the gammons. So yeah, just pass, move on to the next game. It's often a clue if your opponent's playing on too good.
Yeah, that
Unless you improve a lot, you know, you're probably not going to make too big a mistake just passing.
Yeah.
Unless you disagree with your opponent and you think, why is he playing on too good? Then you might have a different opinion.
703.
But we'll see what he does. You just never know. Well, you can see that he has chances. He could dance again. He could roll a 6. He could cover with a 4 or a 5. He's definitely got winning chances here.
69. Now, one thing, folks, we got 700 and something viewers here and 69 likes. I think we could do a little better.
Oh, that's a bit embarrassing, isn't it?
So I hope to see 200 in the next 5 minutes, perhaps,
Good call, Bill. Very good call.
or more.
But he's doing well to consider this. And he does take
And he
it.
takes it.
Oh, it's fair enough. You can't blame him. He's got the anchor now. He's probably feeling not too bad about it. If Vic enters with a 1 or a 2, he's still stuck behind the prime. But leading 13-10, I'd be scared to take this. Yeah. All right.
Dances again.
Now he feels much better about the take.
A 6 would be disastrous for Victor.
Yeah. Yeah, especially as he could have cashed this game.
Oh.
Oh, don't want to cock that
A
one.
6 in the gutter.
He's thinking there are better rolls. Okay. Oh, we've got... Oh, the camera moves. Okay, we're back. That covers. That's good.
She can actually
He could change the camera from here. That's clever.
change the camera from here.
Yeah, he would really have loved to use that 1 to step up from the back, 24-23. But he just has to cover the board, of course. Increase the dances. Won't get hit. Wow, another dance.
3-5 3 times in a
Yeah,
row.
this is a big one. He could either crunch his position, or it just goes really well from here.
Whoa.
Does he switch? Has to switch. He has to. He needs the timing to get out of there. 2 on the bar.
2 in the air.
And he has the timing to play the checkers on the outside, right?
Right.
Yeah, very good play. He saw it immediately.
Now, if he rolls a 6,
Oh, yeah.
this could be matched.
He's never going to redouble, just play on for the gammon, won't he?
Exactly.
I mean, if it goes well, it's going to go really well. He'll pick up all the checkers and... Wow, what a brutal game. All right.
There's
Whoa!
man.
Big time. That's big time. But he's still got that man stuck, right?
Still
And
got
it takes
the
a lot of rolls,
man stuck.
about 5.5 rolls to get that man on average out of there. So Vic still has a chance. But when he loses, he's getting gammon for the match here, which is really horrible. And Chris has done well here, considering the last 6, because it's not automatic to just do this. But he gets double 3 to close the board, double 6, double 1, double 2 to close. Well, actually, double 1, you just step up. You have to step up. Wow, not even 1-5 for Victor. It's so mean. All right, so if he rolls a 1, he will not hit. He will step up. That should be clear and obvious to everybody. And here he just... Yeah, he actually keeps the pressure on this checker. Guess that keeps double 3 and double 6 working.
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think.
That's understandable. I mean, that's kind of the natural move. But, yeah.
I would have played 7-3 and...
Yeah. 1-5, finally. Wow, straight in. Do you think he's going to get out of here?
I don't know. I'm sure he's...
Oh!
I'm sure
He's halfway to heaven.
dying. Over...
That was the most important part of it. And he's got the spare checkers outside, so he's not going to crunch the board. So he's really in luxury position here. He's going to have a couple of rolls to roll the 6. He really wants the 5 because that stops
5 in the absolute worst way.
Yeah, that stops the pick and passes like 4-1 and these numbers like 2-1, you know.
I mean,
which is going to make it even more difficult.
Perhaps he could save the G, but
yeah, also give him a chance to run off the G. Oh, that still plays, still plays. Third man up, but now the next roll is either break or out, and he could break in a bad way. You know, like 5-1 or 4-1 or something like this. Oh, there's one. We've seen so many double 5s in this match.
This is the roll of the match.
Yeah,
right here.
This is it right here. Ooh. Is he gonna get it?
He gets it.
He cocks the gun. The gun.
That's likely the match.
Likely the match, yeah. He should give himself 6s to hit the other checker, even more gammons. No double 5 to worry about. Yep, good play. So if we want to see some more games, we need a 5 here. Oy.
You got to roll a real 5, not a combo.
Are there any shot leaving numbers here? Not double 5, no, not double 6. No. Oh, 6-5, good spot. 6-5 leaves a shot. 5-3 just comes. Oh, he actually considers clearing. Interesting. Again, valuable to consider all the options. Sometimes that'll be an idea. When your opponent has lots of checkers on the bar, pre-clear these points, not leave any shots. So now he's only got 6-5 is bad, 6-4 is bad. 5-4, you can clear the 6 point. And double 6, double 5, double 3. Double 3 is... Yeah, that plays. Wow, look at it, he's in great shape. Over 95%, over 75% gammons.
Okay.
It's the classic position we've all lost from hundreds of times.
5-4.
Yeah, he got through it. Right, so he's in gammon
none off,
state.
so Victor still has some possibility of save.
Wow, there's such a brutal
enter
game.
now.
Yeah, he's better just to come in now. You're so unlikely to get a shot. Wow, that decision to play on 2 good really cost him.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have just cashed the point for sure and get to 13-11. All right, get his running shoes on. Or a Scumpy.
Better be those lightweight sprinting shoes.
He's got his spikes on, yeah. All right, let's see if he can save it. Aces are not going to help. Any ace is not going to help.
He's got 9, 10. He's got 11 crossovers to get off.
92%. Well, Chris could roll like 10 ones and miss a couple of times. You know? Could help him out. Ooh, that's going to go a long way. That might make it like 50-50. It does. It makes it 50-50 to save it.
Which is a lot better than 10.
Yeah, that's a lot better than 10. Yeah. Wow. Makes you feel like you might save it now. Oh.
Oof.
Yeah. So tense.
3-1. Take them both across.
All right, back up to 65% gammons. Yeah, I would bring the other one down. I want double 5 and 6-5. Yeah, all the 6s and 5s. I really like a good 4 as well, but... All right, let's see. All right, Chris is helping.
Yeah.
2 more ones. He might miss once. See if Vic can do it. He rolled the double 6. Is it?
3.
Oh, you're right. Of course, you're right, Joe. Yeah, he would have loved to make 2 crossovers there, but he sets it up. 73% gammon.
Yeah, it's but as is requisite, and as all the elite players, Victor's going to play max equity out of every role, every position.
Exactly. He's got the time now. Yeah, Joe, you're right. The 1 doesn't make a difference now. So he's checking all the doubles. I think I liked his first play because then you guarantee yourself a crossover with a 1, and that's really important.
And he needs a.
You can see from this position, if you rolled like 6-1, 5-1, you'd still have 2 outside.
Right.
Whereas you really want to give yourself the chance to just have 1 outside.
Hey, I will, but let's watch. We've got a couple of rolls here.
We got a couple more rolls, maybe more. Let's see what he can do here. Quick shake or long shake?
Long shake.
All right, he's dialing in. All right, he got the 2
There's your
crossovers.
point.
Well, that was the play. Now he can get off with 6-3, 6-4, 6-5, and some doubles. Chris praying to end it now. Doesn't. Right. So he needs it.
Got to have a 6 or a few doubles, but. Whoa!
Oh, it was worth it, that extra shake he got there. Wow, what a game. What a swing.
Oh,
What a swing.
how exciting can it be?
Right. So now you should have about 15, 16%
They're
in the match
getting
to win.
they're getting the
Whoa.
excitement for the price of their admission here
Whoa.
today, are they not?
I'm going to start shaking a bit longer. I think that was a great save. Okay, so update. Do you want to give an update for the other match?
Yeah, that's where. Which one is it? Here it is. 15-12 Balali. It's on break. Alfir Balali from Israel up 15-12 on Frigo.
Wow, that was so intense. I'm exhausted just watching that. Okay,
Well, you know,
but we're straight into the next game.
Victor won 3 matches in a row
From DMP.
from DMP
Yeah, as a dog.
as a dog. And
Cube.
And here he saves it on the last roll.
Cube, you should cube. I would cube. Maybe it's too early, but I would cube.
Look, it's
You
a
can't get
toss-up.
closer to that. I like it. I mean, kill the cube, try and get back in the game. But I understand waiting as well.
Wow, that was amazing.
Wow, what a game, right? Played on 2 good, didn't cash. Chris took it, was a small pass on plus. Worked out perfectly. Gammon was a lock.
Well, this for Chris is almost a free play for the match. I mean, even though it's
Yeah, but look, he's got the threats. 5-5, you can just get Gammon here. It could be 15-14 in an
there
instant.
you go, and
That's why you send the cube. I mean, the
There
cube
we
is
are.
dead, and your Gammons are valuable here. 2 actually, it's good to come in with a 2. And this is a blitz. It's just going to hit. Yeah.
Blitz City.
Any 4, 5, 6. He wants double 6, actually, is best. Come out with 1, down with 1. Wow.
He'd rather have that a different number, so he'll roll again.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it. Just say, I'll have another one. Right, down to the 11, I think.
Yeah.
Maximum men in the zone. Pressure on the 5
If you're
point.
blitzing blitz, right?
Yeah, if he comes in with a 5, you want to hit and cover, make the 5 point. Wow, big hit. That takes a lot of the pressure off. Now he's got 3 men back. Not as much ammunition to keep hitting and closing him out.
Yeah, I think Mark Emmerich makes a good point. Chris's mind's got to be.
Oh, a switch. That's a switch. And a split, probably. Yeah, 8 to 7, I like. Because then you get
8 to
4
7.
builders. Okay, that's the natural
that's
split.
okay.
But I would just go for 8 to 7.
I'd go
I mean,
for it too.
why not? You're going to want that 4th builder now.
And you'd have that 4th builder.
Yeah. You can split any time off the anchor, but he made the natural play. At a normal score, you would probably play that. It's not gammon go, but you don't lose any gammons.
Very nice roll.
Perfect. Yeah.
But like we said a couple of games ago, Victor's going to have to play several games, and he's down to 210.
Yeah, he's fine, I think, with no time.
He's fine with no time,
Yeah,
but
it's
it
nice
does
to play.
cost you-
Yeah, sure. You're right. It costs something. He's in wonderful shape here to win a gammon. Could hit a third checker. Just going to bring guys into the zone. As many builders for the open points as possible.
That is sixes.
So yeah, that's
Here they come.
moving freight. I'd come in, get another builder. Yeah, perfect. Follow the plan. Wow, horrible for Chris. I mean, it's just on the brink of victory, and now it's like almost an even game. So cruel. So cruel. That's.
Oh,
I keep
that's
saying
right.
that this.
Yeah, CMC just said, "Will this be another example of how backgammon is the cruelest game?"
It really is. There's something wrong with us. I know that. Oh, that's
Whoa.
the worst. Actually, that is by far the worst number.
Yeah, he loses.
Kills
three
men.
checkers.
Wow, that's horrible. Horrible. So any 3 or 4 now is laughing. Yeah, he's in good shape.
What a swing!
Yeah, so 3s and 1s are going to hit. Anything else, he'll swing it round to try and hit the other one. Like this, like a 9, he'll just
9.
swing it round.
Got to bring it in and bring it down.
Oh no, likes both out. Wow, I would have just gone for the gammon. That's wrong. You win more games just coming out. I guess because he's favourite to enter now with a 3 or a 4, you just want to run home. You're kind of like almost giving up on... yeah.
And Victor recognizes.
Yeah, you just pick up the other checker, forget about the checker in board, pick up the other man, and then run home. That's such an awkward position for Victor to play from here. Chris is happy now. Wow, he had like well over 50% gammons, over 75% wins. Just changed with one roll there, double 6.
And Chris probably feels it's perfectly just after what happened to him.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Good play, unstacking. Got the blotting board. You can make a 5-point board. Well, he's got the anchor, and he makes the 5,
Makes
slots
the
the
5, slots the 4.
Natural play. How is Victor going to get off the 18 point? Is the question. He wants to roll a 9 really immediately, or double 5. Yeah, take double 4, but a 9 he just has to go before Chris's board gets any stronger. Maybe we'll see some more Michi double Falcone.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe he just has to do it.
Been an incredible match.
Let's see. Well, that's hard. I mean,
that's terrible.
Well, at least he makes the 5-point
Yeah.
board. Now he's protected for the breaking plays, right? So he's actually happy about that. But Chris is likely to make this, and now it's going to be
perfect number.
right. Well, it's forced. He has to come from the 18. So it's just how is he going to do it? 5-2 would be okay. 4-3 would be okay. What's he going to find here? All right.
6-5.
Well, that's nice because it's forced, so you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
You just accept reality and move on. Wow. Right.
Aces.
Makes it. Maximize the
1,
builders.
2.
13, 12,
Split,
and 6 to 5. Yeah. Yeah, you split to cover the outfield. You want to cover on 6-2, 3-6, 3-5. Yeah, Vic really wants to come in with a 3 or a 2 here. He would love to jump this prime. Let's see if he can do it. What a swing. 2 games in a row. A 1 is not going to help him, but at least he gets to clean up this checker. And Chris has the whole outfield again. He might just jump out with the 2 backmen. Not with that one. Oh, maybe with that one. Yeah. Yeah, because he can't be hit. So he just covers. He covers the 1-6, the 2-6, the 2-5. Yeah. Covers the 8-point. Gets 3 builders for the 8-point. And then he can make that.
Imagine the agony and the ecstasy that Cecilia and Leah are going through.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, we know.
It is worth watching, though, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you feel bad when you're playing, but you're just playing, so you just get on with it. I don't like that play. It's a bit safe. It's a bit safe. You really want to cover his best numbers there. So you didn't need to make the point, but I think he's worried about maybe double 1, double 2, but being a bit overly cautious there. Wow, he's straight out. He might regret.
Wow.
He might regret that if he misses here.
Cecilia, I've lost.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Leave the back slotted. Yeah, and come out. Get off the double 1, get off the double 2. No more nonsense. Just focus on containing that last back checker, and the job's done. So just jump out with a 3. Okay, you leave 4 numbers, 6-2, 5-3, but c'est la vie. Okay.
Oh,
Again, I didn't like that because he has to kind of extend the prime to contain the checker. But he's playing a bit safe. He's almost playing like gammon save. which is the wrong idea when your opponent's 7 away. But completely understandable. All right, and now you can see how much you would like to make the 8 point. So he wouldn't have been switched on if he'd got that checker out of there, and he would have been able to make the 8 points. So that was a huge swing on that 4-3 that he played.
Now, if Victor
Wow, look
can
at this.
roll a 6.
He could still win a gammon.
Yeah.
What a match. Can he find it?
15.
He found it. He found it. He found it. The 6-2 and double 6. Wow, Chris is really going to regret that 4-3 play. The match was over if he makes the best play there with 4-3. Wow. Big swings. So a 2 is good for the gammon. Actually, it really helps the gammon hitting this second checker. You get it?
And he gets it.
Okay, he's got an awkward position, but
Awkward,
so what?
but
So what?
it's a hell of a lot better than
Yeah,
5 rolls ago.
Exactly. He still has to leave the shot, and the guy still has to hit the shot. So, and he loves a 1 here. But actually, Chris did well entering with a 6. That's going to save some gammons.
Or 2.
Yeah, that's safe. He'll be okay with that. 93% wins, almost 40% backgammons. Oh, sorry, gammons. All right, that's going to go way down. 20%.
5, 8, 9 to get off. 9 crosses.
Yeah, what a game. What a game. Did you see the small difference in that play made all the difference?
And
it made
been
everything.
evident 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
in spades.
He could have saved not getting hit with double 1, double 2. He got switched on, and it all started from there. But he is likely to save this gammon now.
Yeah, back at, we have a fairly large theater viewing area in front of a projection screen next to us here. They can watch on the projection screen. They can also hear Sebastian and I commenting, and it is standing room only.
I don't know if my heart can survive the next game. I mean,
Can you imagine
madness.
being in
Madness.
either of those chairs?
No, horrible.
Oh, yeah, Tara's panning it so you can kind of
Oh, you can see everybody,
see
yeah.
what's going on behind us.
All right, he's back up to about 18% gammons. So he needs a double here to kind of force the issue. Shake, shake, shake. No, doesn't count.
I'll tell you one thing, both of them, whoever wins, has to be thankful for. He doesn't have to turn around and play at 5 o'clock. He
That's
doesn't
true.
have to play
That's
until
true.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, there's a long break. It's nice.
It's a long break. They can go and, take a nap, have a little something
Yeah.
to eat.
So it's all but saved now, this gammon. So after all that, just 15-12. What was the point of the game, Bill?
Yeah.
They should have just agreed a 2-point at the start.
Okay, he
Wow.
saves.
He saves, which seems reasonable after the last save.
I mean, it kind of looked like Victor was going to win 4.
Yeah, he was for sure he was going to win a gammon. It was almost difficult not to win a gammon in that game until he rolls the double 6. And then it's difficult to win.
Now he'll recede too, Victor, at 1 minute and 15 seconds. Now he
Yeah.
can play with no time.
Yeah.
Just playing on his
Yeah.
his delay. But
So a little trick for the viewers: if you're 2 away, 5 away, that's 2-5. You have 25%. If you're 2 away, 5 away, 3 away, 3-5. That's 35%. So he'll have 25% statistically to win from here. But maybe he has a little bit more. 2 away, 5 away. Again, the cube should be really early, really aggressive. Kill the cube. Your gammon now gets you to Crawford. But yeah, the 5 point. Oh, what's that? Oh, 3-2. I thought it was 3-1. I thought, wow, if he doesn't make the 5 point. Okay. So a 9 would be great, but he's going to split pretty much with everything. Come down and split. Could come down with both.
some guy hopes Victor loses because it's shaking and so
He doesn't
irritating.
like- Makes the 10 point. Steps up with the 2. Yeah.
So it's a 50-50 game now.
50-50. Yeah, he's tempted to come down because he duplicates 6-4. Double 4 is good anyway, and it adds a builder. But really, again, with one man back, you just want to get out of there. Yeah, good, very good play from Chris. They're both keeping their composure. They're calm. They're cool very well amongst these big swings. Chris still has ample time on his clock. Wow, that's going to be a cube. He's going to come around to the 10, yeah, and just make the 7.
Yep.
And we can expect to see a cube if Chris doesn't roll something good here. That is very good.
That's
But he
very
still,
nice,
he still
but
might get
still
cubed.
might get
Yeah.
the cube.
5 and
What do
3
you make,
point.
5 and 3.
Yeah,
huh?
that would be the standard idea. Just make the board. The strong offense is a strong defense, right? So if your board is very strong, that's like a protection. That's like a defensive idea. Yeah, I would cube here for sure.
Yeah. And I think we will.
Yeah, the threats.
Victor
Look at double
needs
3.
a little excuse to cube.
Right, as Gammon gets him to Crawford, but Backgammon wins in the match. Look at double 3, 5-3, double 4.
Chris, it's got to take this because you don't want to.
Right. If he's not getting gammons,
Getting him to 4-way.
Right, you don't-
And getting him to 3-way.
exactly. The extra point that you pay for him to get to 3 away doesn't cost you that much, and you get the chance to win the match. So if you're not getting gammoned, you're quite happy to play for it here. And if you lose, you'll still be 2 away, 3 away. That's not a great number, but he hits.
Makes
He
it
was
G
going to hit with
play.
everything.
G play.
Did a really big roll here. What's he going to find? Oh,
Dan.
ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. All those double 5s, and now the gammon is on. I mean, he just covers his 3-point. Oh, he makes the 4-point.
Makes the 4-point.
We saw it this time, Bill. There's no. Once we missed the 4-point, we're not missing
We
it
got
twice.
it back.
We got it down now. We want the solid prime, but he still gets a shot at a 3. Oh dear! But at least he's in. He's in and he's moving. He gets a builder.
CMC, is it legal to give yourself new time when the dice are cocked?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah.
I think so. I mean, people do it all the time.
Yeah, I think that's the sort of gentlemanly.
It's not obviously here. It's quite.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! He can hit 7-1, break the prime.
Whoa.
Stop Chris making the 5 of the 4-point. Stop himself getting contained. Win more gammons.
Many more gammons. I mean, if he hits, it's 39% gammons.
Yeah, you really can't blame him for doing this. But look at the play. He sees it. He saw it. Oh,
Turns it down.
the thing is, you really don't want to let Chris roll because he's got great potential, right? You
Great
can just
potential.
improve very easily.
Absolutely.
This would be a
Absolutely.
fantastic play, and you don't lose any gammons. Great play,
28
very good.
seconds over it.
28 seconds. Oh, a really good play there.
That was excellent.
Yeah, let's see if he gets rewarded. No, the one
ace.
was stuck to the table like a magnet hit it. There was no denying that ace from the cup, and he cleans up, so he'll be breathing a sigh of relief. But you can see that Vic can remake the 7 with an ace or the 6s from the bar, so it's not like he gave up the priming game completely.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
And he not that 6, not that 6.
Man.
Oh, that's really cruel. Bad sequence, and a 6
Yeah,
for Chris,
6.
and he's on his way home.
So here we are again.
Wow, here we are again. He needs to come in with both, really, to pressure him. If he comes in with 1, it's just a bit easy. Whoa! I didn't say come in and hits. That's the only number that comes in and hits. Wow. Double 6 couldn't do that.
This
And
is
he
one,
dances.
in my opinion, one of the all-time classic matches.
Classic, and we're not even there yet.
Never not there yet.
It's amazing. Right, he's going to split to the 20 for sure. Right, and then think, okay, I like that. Yeah. Phew. It's tiring watching this. He really wants to come in, of course. Can he do it again? He's in.
He does.
8-7.
Does he hit?
I don't think he's going to hit. 8-7 looks fine.
No, it's that.
Yeah.
You can't.
Keep it quiet. Keep it simple. Right. You're winning the race.
You increase his gammon so
Right.
much.
You just
your
lose
own
too many
gammon
gammons.
so much. If
And you don't need it. You just need
don't
to
need
escape
it.
the last back
Yeah.
checker. All right. So any 3, any 5 is going to hit. Any 6 will make the bar. That's
5-3.
perfecta. I'm so happy he played it with 2 hands. I would have done that. What?
Look at this.
What is going on? Arbiter. Where's the umpire?
Like Ian says, maybe the best match I've ever seen.
Wow. And look, he's actually stopping to consider that he doesn't want to come out and give him the 6s and more gammons. So he can actually come down, and the computer says it's like a dead heat. Coming out wins more games, 2% more games, but you lose more gammons getting hit and your pips getting frozen in the outfield. So maybe he just comes down here. It feels really scary to come out. You've just got in on the bar from a 5-point board. You're kind of happy, right? You don't want to get put back there. I actually think he'll play 13-7.
Victor's kind of like, what do I have to do to kill this?
I think he'll play 13-7. I think I would play 13-7 as well. I'd be scared. DMP, you just run, but I mean, yeah, it's really difficult. Really difficult.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, that's understandable. Completely understandable. And the computer says it's
Shit, is there a switch?
it's
in
the same. It must. Yeah, there'll be something.
Oh.
There's more than a switch. There's a closeout. It's done in one roll. Right now, does he crack or can he get out?
Unbelievable.
Oh. Oh, well, if he keeps rolling them, we're going to be here all day. All right,
Okay.
just.
Barely can play it. Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah. He did it.
Man.
Right, needs a 2 or a 3. He doesn't want to see the big doubles. Got it. Got it. He's there.
Okay.
Still double 4 is going to be a bit of a thing, but
Double 3.
he's done most of the hard work. Wow, that double 6 for the closeout was just bam. One roll.
It was
He's
unbelievable.
Scooching. He's scooching. He's there. He's there. He's getting there.
That's not exactly the switch I was imagining.
I know, but when you said it, I was like, wow, that's going to happen. And it happened. It's crazy.
Ah,
Brutal. What a game. Okay, it's got
Okay.
this awkward
that's an
distribution
awkward.
again, but you're happy with it. So his favourite not to leave a shot, but
Whoa, very nice. So, man,
what a crazy match.
really high potential
Crazy.
of a gammon here.
Yeah, there's lots of gammons here. And he would go to Crawford 2 away. It would be gammon go, gammon save score. Can you believe it? After all this.
71% gammons.
I mean, he must have had less than 1% to win the match. He must have been under 1%, like,
Can
total.
you imagine? I remember it was 15-10 and comes down to the last roll, and Victor has to have a 6. And
Oh, that was just to save the gammon,
here
wasn't
we
it? Yeah.
that was just
Mad.
crazy.
Absolutely mad. All right. So this will be really big if he can save the gammon here.
Lot to do to save it, though.
Yeah, a lot of crossovers, but
He's got 1 to take in, yeah. So he's got 6 in.
I mean, you could just play 7-5 for the later double 5.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't really waste the pip
11
there.
crossovers.
It's not like you're going to efficiently bear in all those
Exactly.
checkers on the 7 with 1s, are you?
Exactly.
So prefer to have him out on the 5 point for later, but not a big deal. Now we'll
But I
play
bet
it.
it's a correct deal. I didn't look.
Well, now he doesn't need to do it because he can come down and get good 6s and 5s to cross over. I think he'll do it, actually. Yeah, and he sees it. Good play. What are we up to? 68%, nearly 70% gammons. So we got the reversal gammon swing on the other foot here. Before we were tracking the gammon numbers on the other side. 72%. 72.5 for you sticklers. 2-1 is not going to help. It's never won a race. Yeah, just come in. It's the most efficient crossover.
I mean, this is an amazing match. I
83.
can't believe the privilege of getting to call it and watch it.
It's been great to do it with you, Bill.
Front
Thank
row
you for
seat,
asking.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I wanted to watch the match anyway. I'm going to have to go for a lie down after this.
870.
So we're over 80%, I guess. Yep, just over
81.
80%. Needs a big roll here. Even 6-5, something like this. 6-5.
5.
He got it. Yeah. Whoa, but he plays it a bit fast, maybe. A little fast. Oh, he got
Okay,
it. He got it. He got it.
That's it.
That is it.
And 27 seconds.
27 seconds. Are they calling a break here?
Oh,
Are
man.
they really just gonna keep going? I mean, it's madness. It's Sparta. All right, so Crawford, no cube, gammon go, gammon save.
Nah, I'll
Pure.
tell you what. I can't imagine that by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Monaco time, we have 20,000 views of this.
So we should slot. Look, this is the 5-1 where you slot because it's gammon go,
Yeah.
and he knows
And he
it.
does it.
Of course he knows. All right. Can we really have any more swings?
Man. Have we had a simple game in this entire match, hardly?
No.
Well, the one game where Victor rolled double 5s and cashed him on his
Right. Yeah.
But beyond that,
Yeah. Good split from Victor. He really wants just to make an advanced anchor as soon as possible. Get the
okay, he's got
get the gammons out of the equation.
Or you can make the 5.
Yeah, it's really tempting to like do this and switch because you think it's more gammons, but it doesn't really help the wins. You know, you're giving up that pure structure, and it's not that many more gammons. So Small inaccuracy, but completely understandable. He's just feeling all in, aggressive, you know, here. Yeah, you push out. Don't want to give any extra blots or shots. Oh, he likes 13-7, actually. Even though you lose some more gammons. That's really difficult. So he's just going to hit.
You know what's? I mean, it's as if it's not intense enough and volatile and crazy. Victor's playing with 25 seconds.
25 seconds. I know. If I was Chris, I'd be taking at least 20 seconds a move, just to get the guy more comfortable. Like,
take
your time. You know, like I'm taking my time. Why don't you take your time? So rude, playing so quickly. You know, like something like this. Okay, so he anchors. Yeah. Now the gammons have gone a lot, so with the third checker sent back, so now he's sort of just trying to win the game again, unless the gammons appear.
Victor'd like to make the 18.
Yeah, love a 6. Let's block the 4 probably. Yeah, 39. Yeah, also good.
Make him give up the 8.
Actually, I like that. Yeah, because and he duplicates the 4. Yeah, good play. It's also a better builder.
Hits it with the trailer.
Yeah.
Seemingly always the case. Right?
It does seem that way, doesn't it? You're like, oh, he'll have to break the anchor, and then he doesn't. He just hits with the checker at the back. Okay, so we're kind of in a mutual holding games. There shouldn't be any gammons. I shouldn't have said that, should I? I don't know what to say now. I can't say anything. But yeah, they should just be a straight race. And if Victor can bring this home, he'll win the match. If Chris can bring this home, we'll get to a DMP situation, which I'm not sure we'll be able to watch. But actually, there are some gammons now. 20%. He hit and made the 4-point. That was the best roll, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
So he would love just to come in and get to the 18, really, and just forget about the gammons. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Has to play 6-3 and he's under the gun.
Gets attacked
under
here.
25 seconds now.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's gammon go for Chris.
So he wants double 4, doesn't he, really?
He's going to be attacking.
Double 3 is a good call. That doesn't hit, but it makes the 11, so cleans some stuff up. He's still ahead in the race. So Vic just wants a 2, a deuce or a 7. Just get that man out of there. Let's see.
Tara.
Yeah, you just run the man out. Just get him out of there. He can't shake that long now because he's only got 25 seconds.
He can't afford to burn his entire
he can't burn.
reserve.
Can't burn the day. Wow, big miss there. The gammon would have been on with a 4. Brings 2 checkers in. Yeah, clears the 11. Put the checkers where you want them. Slot the 5. And now Victor will be relieved now. Just play the race. And okay, you're losing the race, but very difficult to clear the 18-point. Oh, sorry, the 20-point for Chris. And yeah, got some structure. Consolidated. We can take a breath, maybe just a small one.
Victor's, and he's certainly capable of doing so. He's having to play pretty much purely on instinct.
Yeah.
Just because he has no time.
Well, sometimes that's better, isn't it? Just going with your
don't
first.
overthink it.
Yeah, you don't sell yourself some stupid idea. All right, but he's still got to try and play safe here. Gammon save, so everything will be safe as you can. So yeah, 8-2. Yep. 6-4. No shots. He's going to leave nothing.
Shots
nothing.
Is the order of the day.
Even if it would help him win the game, it will lose too many gammons. So Chris should just run, maybe.
Okay, now what's he do?
No? Oh, it's close. 2015 is not too far off. Oh, I like your play with the ace, actually. Yeah, but you can just come in, keep it pure.
Take 2 in. But
keep the board. Maximize the
then
gammon.
you're really stripped and awkward on the next roll.
Yeah, this is actually not easy. Yeah, both in from the 8 looks good, but then you're forced next roll from the strip points. 3-1, you don't really want to play 3-1. So yeah, he does think about running.
Alex makes the point, and I don't know how practical it is or operable it is, but he's, Victor has no time. Complicate the game.
Right. Well, this is why I like this play, because it complicates it and it gives someone a difficult decision. Like, should they hit you? You know, they're losing gammons like this. Does he hit and make the 2-point? He should. But it's difficult to do that, right? He's got 20 seconds. If he loses a gammon, he loses the match, right? He doesn't hit, you see?
Yeah.
So you give someone a really difficult decision when you do something like this. I like it. I like the play. A really tough one. He would have got hit back, by the way, so... So he's happy he just made the safe play. But you see how aware he is of not getting gammoned and not leaving any risk. The problem is it's difficult for him to win from here. He still just play the race. Make the ace, yeah. You're just immediately happy. Under 17 seconds now. It never gets better, does it? It only gets worse. All right. Cleans it up. Yeah, you could play 3-2. You could play a bit bigger here. Leave the man on the 9-point. He's never getting hit. Once he recognizes that Vic's never going to break these points to hit him,
Fives.
What is it?
Whoa.
Wow, that's the nuts. That's the nuts. It's only got 60%, but that was really, really the best number by far. So 8285 probably.
He's got to stay back.
Come down with both.
Well,
Oh, don't
what's
run.
The count?
Oh, he's going to count it. Yeah, so he's 2 behind after the roll.
2 behind.
I would stay.
I think he's got to stay.
But you don't know. It's really close. Yeah, like running wins the most games, but staying wins some more gammons. Wow, only 2% gammons by the looks of things.
Man.
But it also makes it awkward for him, you know? He's only got 16 seconds. I would stay just because it gives him a difficult decision.
Last 2 really close games, Victor's won. The key rolls were double fives.
They were, yeah. Double
here's
fives
double
had
five
a
again.
big part to play in this story that's been beautifully unfolded before us today. Okay, so he did stay. I like that play. Makes it a bit difficult for Vic. He's using a bit too much time there. 2-5. Yeah, simple. Wow, that double 5 was huge. Chris makes the board. I would just play 8-6 and make it. And hope he
Maybe
rolls
to the ace.
No, I'd play 8-6 because you're still racing, aren't you? Like a little bit. If you roll double 5, double 6, you want that crossover, I think. But yeah, this is fine. But that's what I'd have in mind anyway. Just being more efficient. That is such a good number. He does not want to cock that one.
I mean, both of these guys. Can we get back to the player cam?
5-4 is what he really wanted. He rolled it again. He did it again.
I want to see the
66.6%.
I want to see the players there.
Yeah, for sure. They look good. So he probably just play 13-6.
I got to
2
think
down.
after that, both of them are just going to collapse on the floor.
Yeah, I think we're going to collapse here, Bill. I mean, pick me up from under the table. So he's really happy now. He's not losing a gammon, and he's got no bad numbers. That actually hits and covers. It's going to help him in the race. Yeah, so he's very
The
comfortable
only
now.
danger, and it's not a danger if Chris.
Oh, he got the 4.
He pushed Chris back a
Yeah,
bit, you know.
yeah, he got the contact. Yeah, but the race was too close the other way. He didn't want to let him roll. There might be some awkward numbers here. 6-3 actually is okay. 6-4 is weird. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, yes,
nice,
lovely,
nice
yeah.
number. Oh man,
And now all the numbers are safe, so nothing to worry about. Guess Chris would prefer like a big double here. All right, 13-7. Still saves the 6 and gives yourself the builders to close the board. Yeah, good play. Wow, he's so close.
yeah.
3-2.
3, just
Yeah, happy days.
Somebody made a statement. there a while ago.
70-30.
No one said it's all skill, but you wouldn't get very far without it.
No, that's true.
I like that.
So,
Okay.
stay or go? Oh, he's going. He's gone.
Whoa.
Of course you go.
Yeah, of course.
The
you
crowd clear. Yeah, because otherwise he just hits
Get
you or points
pick
on
and
you.
pass and
Yeah.
everything
Best way to
else.
win is the race. 32%. No, it's only 5 pips after the roll. 5 pips he can make up. And he has a gap on the 4 point, so he might miss. All right, so this is for the win or for DMP? Slot the 4.
Slot
Yeah,
it,
fill
yeah.
in the gap. Well done.
14 seconds.
Right. This is where you
This
want
is
some
just,
extra time for shaking, right?
yeah.
This is you really want to heat them
I
up.
want to
You wanna-
dial up the numbers.
You really want to charge those dice. So
Oh. But don't waste any time. You may have to play another game.
right, yeah, that's a
6-1.
consideration. 6-1. That's awkward because you get a gap on the ace with another 1. So it's getting closer. 5-3.
3.
It's getting closer. 35%. 65-35. 2-1. Almost. And as my friend said, this is where the real skill of backgammon comes in. This is where you want. This is where you want it.
You've worked
Yeah,
for decades.
decades.
Your role.
Right. All those lonely nights back at the toilets on your own, hitting the dice against the wall. This is where it all comes into play. Oh, he hits the gap. So we're 60-40 now. Oh. 2 off. That will leave it. Back to 65-35. So close.
Oh,
Any roll will change this.
okay.
He didn't want that. Now he has a gap on the 5 as well, and a gap on the 1. 55-45.
Gaps, there's hope.
Yeah. And Chris isn't missing. Wow, 6-5. Now it's going to be
Whoa,
really close.
Now it's going to be really close.
Yeah, even money pretty much. What a swing on this game.
Wow.
Oh, he misses. Completely. And he's odd. And he still has one on the ace. Wow, Chris is doing well now. Chris's favorite.
Or two.
He is. He is. He is 60%. All right. All right. I can't say anything. People say, don't jinx anybody.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to come down to these last rolls.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, he gets a man off, unstacks. 50-50, perfectly 50-50. Poised in the balance. He gets the
Okay.
one.
It
Doesn't hurt him.
doesn't hurt him.
55-45. He would love to take 2 men off here. Oh, yeah. That was one of the worst. Yeah, you got to take it off, but he's down to 34% again.
Man.
Yeah, you need him to roll 3 ones. Now it's 3 ones, Joe. All right, let's see.
Oh, my word.
It's the first one. Just don't know what this match has in store for us.
Wow. 5-2.
Oh,
No,
he missed.
misses.
No, he
Gotta-
needs a
gotta
double.
do
He
that.
needs a double 3, unless Vic
Unless
rolls
Vic
2
rolls a
1.
one,
Yeah, 1 and then another one.
and then another one.
He needs a double. Wow, that was bad number. Vic will hope he just ends it here.
5-3. Okay.
right, threes are better.
Threes are better. No. Whoa.
Wow, what a match!
What
So
an
cruel.
incredible,
2-1.
incredible match. Just,
Wow.
oh yeah.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. That was edgy as seat stuff.
That's
Wow,
the
Bill.
most incredible match I have ever seen, and I'm just
Wow, such high stakes.
humbled to have been a part of it.
Crazy. Thank you for
Oh,
the company, Bill. I really enjoyed that, and I hope everybody listening had fun and followed along with the match.
wow.
Wow, I'm exhausted.
I was gonna
He
see
pulled
if
it
I
off.
could, who's that hanging her head back there?
Thank you for your kind comments and love, and really appreciate it. We'll see what happens. I gotta go lie
Okay,
down. I gotta
go
play later.
You got to
I don't
play.
think I can play anymore. I'm like,
Good fortune tonight.
thank you. We'll see what happens.
Maybe see what your draw is. It's good news and bad news, right?
Yeah.
The
It's
good
always-
news, maybe we'll stream you, right? The bad news
Oh.
is if we stream you, means you got a damn good opponent and it's a great match, right?
It's all good news. It's all good news. But yeah, good fun.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Bill. And
Okay. I'm gonna
look
see
forward to doing it again soon.
if Victor by chance is hanging around.
Wow. What a game.
Oh, don't go anywhere, folks.